She'll pass the word along.
Hi. No, she certainly will. And my mother lives in Coventry, so, but is central grad, so.
We've got a lot to talk about. We've got X's and O's to talk about. We've got to take our trip around the Interscholastic League. Why don't we think about doing that next? We will talk about everybody else in the state of Rhode Island when we return on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM.
Tired of the same old restaurant chains? Head to Dan's Place in West Greenwich for a perfect family-friendly environment to watch sports and enjoy the best food Rhode Island has to offer. Dan's menu's filled with a variety of choices that will make everyone happy. Dan's has fresh house-made burgers, tender wings, mouth-watering steaks, pastas, the freshest seafood, and the best pizza around. Dan's Place is open for lunch and dinner Wednesday through Sunday at 880 Victory Highway, West Greenwich, exit 14B off I-95. Dan's Place, the perfect place for friends and families to gather.
We've told you for years that AJ's Restaurant is Kent County's go-to spot for great breakfast, lunch, and takeout too at 828-4160. And now you'll find more parking, mere steps from the back of the building to AJ's front doors. AJ's, plenty of those world-famous home fries, plenty of parking, and as always, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Our trip around the Rhode Island Interscholastic League is brought to you by Sandy Motors on Sandy Motor Road in Coventry for a great deal on a set of wheels. Stop by and see Johnny Mac at Sandy Motors. You don't want me to sing?
Please don't sing.
All right, Mike Green, here we go. Hendricken has the day off. They do not play a Thanksgiving Day game anymore.
No, since they closed Warwick Vets, that was it. So it's Pilgrim versus Tollgate. That's all she wrote. That was a great tradition.
That's what we'll start. Pilgrim, Tollgate.
Yeah, you know what? That's a toss-up. Honestly, both teams did not have good seasons. I think Pilgrim really needs to win this game. But Tollgate and Pilgrim, float this out there, little pieces of nuggets people to think about. Think about collaboration, collabs, teams. Think about that. Pilgrim, Tollgate, coming together. Think about that.
Warwick co-op.
A co-op, yes. Yep. My world's all collaboratives. That's what I think about. So, yeah,
interesting.
Co-op. Just going to float that out
Could
there.
that happen by next season?
That's a tease is what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's a I would think it might be a discussion.
Because I know that they have co-op softball teams.
They co-op, so Tollgate is co-oping with West Warwick. And Pilgrim, yeah, I just think the school should I don't know why the district would co-op with anybody else. You have two high schools, put them together.
Like Pawtucket.
Yeah, that's it. And I think that makes sense. I think there's somewhere along the line there's a group that doesn't want to with the other group.
Does Cranston East have a shot against Cranston West today?
It all depends on how, who shows up. Sometimes this game is over, teams lose in the playoffs. They, all of a sudden there's a big downslide, but I would think Cranston West, coming off a great season they had, really a Cinderella season, it would be tough to beat if you're the Bolts.
Does South Kingstown have a shot against North Kingstown? That's going to be a very good game.
It all depends. You two teams who've lost, in their respective playoffs and championship. It's hard to pull them back up. We saw that with West Warwick 1 year, 2 years when they lost the championship. It was a big, okay, boys, we got to get back going here. We have to play Coventry, so it's tough to restart those engines. If everything else being even, North Kingston's at least 10-point favorites.
Know anything about the Stonington Bears?
No.
Westerly by 40.
Well, they do tend to run it up. They can. So they will.
Let's see.
Happy Thanksgiving, Chief.
Chief Brown, how are you? Terrific. Frank Brown helped out with the advertising for today's game, stopping by saying we're going to be a lot of that.
Yeah.
Mike Levain's going to be up here. Brandon Levine's going to be up here before he goes down to the chain gang.
He already stopped by. You missed him.
Nice. I walked him
Oh,
up
you
here.
did? Okay.
Naturally. Who are we talking about here, Boots?
Westerly Stonington.
Let's move over to the East Bay.
Sure.
Mount Hope, Barrington.
That's a tough
Yep.
one. Yeah, I'm going to say Barrington. Just that the higher division, rough and tumble team, battle tested in that higher division. But
Ooh.
Mount Hope's coming off fresh. So Barrington's had some time off. So and Mount Hope just came out of that championship, I think, right? So which they lost. Barely, they shouldn't have. They were winning the whole game for 3 out of the 4 quarters. Mount Hope was ahead of Classical, and then just kind of wheels fell off the bus, so to speak. So
Rogers Middletown tonight.
no Rogers football. They reinstated
No.
it.
No, they did not.
No Rogers. Yeah, right. No Rogers.
I was just,
Yeah.
Rogers. That game's going to go to Middletown simply because Rogers has some more football programs.
Well, is it Rogers Middletown or Rogers Tiverton?
Rogers Tiverton. I'm sorry.
Tiverton. Yeah. Well, no, there is no game.
That's right.
Because they both teams hold together.
First time that's ever happened.
Yeah. Right.
East Providence and LaSalle.
I think the game has lost its connection. I think both towns are kind of like settled into their own being. We talk about games changing and Thanksgiving Day games going the wayside. Could be one to look out for.
The Pawtucket Co-op, the Pawtucket Patriots.
Beat St. Ray's last night.
Yeah. Interesting story because we
What
saw
everyone
both
fears.
teams.
What everyone fears. You get those Pawtucket athletes all grouped together, you're going to have a pretty powerful team.
One of the other very interesting games up north is Cumberland Woonsocket.
Should be a great game. Great game. Now, those are evenly matched teams, I believe. So I think it should come down to just, good old-fashioned football game and, good bragging rights for that northern part of Rhode Island.
I think it's Bonneville-Pontiac today. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Don't hear too much about it. Coach Gennaro does a good job with his guys. Pontiac, it's always kind of teetering on success and failure sometimes. This is not the best year for them. So it'll be an interesting game. Then you go to the Providence. Have you looked at Providence? Like who those teams are playing, That's always an interesting.
Central Classical, Mount Hope, Mount Pleasant and Hope.
So it's Mount Pleasant. So Hope doesn't play. They couldn't, it's just, Providence sports are tough. So it is Mount Pleasant versus Classical, and Central goes out of state. It's, it's a mess. It's like a dysfunctional family. It's a family, but it's all dysfunctional.
Well, again, when you're talking the city of Providence, you're talking about that disconnect that they don't have here, or in the Kingstowns, or in Cranston, or in Warwick.
No.
You don't have that tightness.
The sense of community. School pride. The Classical used to play, we played Mount Pleasant for years. And back then, the coaches were all connected. Eddie Winook was a Mount Pleasant guy. John Marola, Mount Pleasant guy. John Valisi, all guys who win. Bobby Albanese. They all came from the same area, and they all taught in Providence. So there was a connection there. The connection's fallen by the wayside over the years.
We've got a big one here. It's West Warwick and Coventry. Wizards lead the series. Coventry looking for what would be considered an earthquake-shattering upset.
You never know, John. It's
Exactly.
Thanksgiving Day game. Anything could happen. I know the message in the West Warwick world was that this is a game all sins are forgiven. Forget about the season. We had a great year, but let's this game is very important.
Wes Pennington said in the pregame that we just did an hour ago or so that during his interview for the job,
Yeah.
you've got to beat Coventry. That's the one thing.
Yeah,
you
that-
must beat Coventry.
So I'm on that. I ask that question of all applicants when they come in and they apply, because it's tough. I mean, Coach Pennington's not a wizard. I'm not either. So I'm just gonna. We are the same. We're not. We're carpetbaggers. However, he does have enough staff now with the John Gallows and the Castaldis, and the Jay
Jason
Briggs.
Briggs.
And Briggs. You have enough bodies on that sideline who've played in this game that can really hammer home the importance of this game. And I think that's important for coaches who aren't in the town, played or in the building, and they need that sense of tradition to be hammered home.
Johnny Boots, one question for you.
Go ahead.
On a scale of 1 to 10, judge Mike Green's beard during No Shave November.
Makes you look a heck of a lot older.
I know.
I'm not going to say anything else, but
Feeling old.
Little older looking.
Yeah, it is.
Get rid of it.
You know, it changes people's approach to me at meetings. They think I'm an old man, so they're a little nicey to me.
And that's why
That's starting now.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, that's why I do it. So.
Well, we are, 15 minutes away, 10 minutes away?
They're getting ready.
We got 14 minutes on the clock from what I can see here.
We will take time to pay some bills, and then Mike and I will talk X's and O's. It's the Okers, the Wizards. The Thanksgiving Day tradition continues here on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM.
Tired of the same old restaurant chains? Head to Dan's Place in West Greenwich for a perfect family-friendly environment to watch sports and enjoy the best food Rhode Island has to offer. Dan's menu's filled with a variety of choices that will make everyone happy. Dan's has fresh house-made burgers, tender wings, mouth-watering steaks, pastas, the freshest seafood, and the best pizza around. Dan's Place is open for lunch and dinner Wednesday through Sunday at 880 Victory Highway, West Greenwich, exit 14B off I-95. Dan's Place, the perfect place for friends and families to gather.
Hey, it's Johnny Mack, General Manager here at Sandy Motors, family owned since 1988. Come see why Sandy Motors makes car buying wicked easy. Check out our large inventory and get approved to drive home today. Start your deal now at sandymotors.com.
We've told you for years that AJ's Restaurant is Kent County's go-to spot for great breakfast, lunch, and takeout too at 828-4160. And now you'll find more parking, mere steps from the back of the building to AJ's front doors. AJ's, plenty of those world-famous home fries, plenty of parking, and as always, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Now, back to the Boomerang's Roadhouse broadcast booth with John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots.
Back to Wally Clark Field as we get ready for the Wizards and the Okers. Coventry taking their long walk from their locker room onto the field via the walkway. What's going through everybody's mind over there, including Andy Gervasides?
You know, it should be like a solemn moment, like we're really reflection. This is going to be the last game for most of these young men. Very few kids go off to play college football. I can only speak for what I know what's going on in West Warwick. So this is going to be the last football game for these young men. So it's going to be one of those times where that's what they're thinking about as they walk onto the field for the very last time.
West Warwick just business as usual. They're doing some of their warm-up work and going over some of their plays. And, just normal day for West Pennington and company. Stark difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. I do believe that, you hope West Warwick doesn't look at the record and kind of plays the game, based on what their records were. And Coventry did have a tough go as the season went on. Suffered a major loss to Westerly in the quarterfinals. And you just hope if you're West Warwick, you got to stay focused and play the game that's in front of you.
And that's where we talk with Andy every week, and he just seems so laser focused on everything. And after you play, you turn the page, you start all over again, you refine, you develop, you continue on, you soldier on. And granted, that Westerly game was the last game that mattered for a team that made the playoffs, but it kind of shows the gap between number 1 and number 8 in Division
Absolutely,
2.
yeah. There's a big gap. There was a lot of parity throughout the league, except in that game, so to speak, it was a big lopsided victory for the Bulldogs. But Division II state champions, so you can't. They're a good football team.
And while we're talking about that game, the West Warwick loss to Westerly in the semifinals hurts just as much and burns in the memory just as much, at least in my opinion.
I don't know how it burns in their memory. It's just another defeat. When push comes to shove, they just couldn't. They didn't have a plan B. To me, that's a repeat. That's a recurring nightmare that you have every year for the last 3 years, John. You've got to wake up and figure out how to defend that nightmare.
I want to just reinstate this. As I watched the two teams come onto the field, I had more fun with those 8 captains, the 3 from West Warwick and the 5 from Coventry the other day, trying to get their insight into what this game means to them, how they're going to attack the other team, just to get that perspective. in Cam Jones and in Nate Corona, I found a parallel maturity that has grown since they were young kids.
Sure, like both young men started out young behind the center. Very inexperienced quarterbacks, kind of thrown into that role based on necessity. And really, you watch both kids really grow up into fine young men and good quarterbacks for their team.
I was also impressed with the likes of Wyatt Connorelli and Luke Gallo. Those are probably two gentlemen that have some type of a future playing some college football.
If they want to, yeah, I know we spoke to Luke about that recently. Luke is very interested in it. Luke is very interested in playing football at the next level. For Luke, it's going to be what level does he want to play? You know, he could play Division III, Division II, I believe in maybe a NESCAC school. You know, Ivy League, maybe he's got the grades for it. So, you know, it's all based on how much Luke wants to play and where he wants to go. So good for him. His football career is not over, and neither is Wyatt, if they choose to. If they choose to. You know, the
Countdown clock is on, everybody. Referees are speaking with the teams, getting rid of the sportsmanlike speech. And,
Gilmart. Uh-oh.
Boy, Gilmartin's on around 137,304 games.
He calls 300,000 penalties.
And we're going to hear his voice today.
Oh, no.
A lot here at Coventry High School.
If you even breathe on the quarterback tonight, boy, you're going to get a penalty.
I'm all excited.
You know,
Former Mayor Mike LeVake's joining us.
Mayor, how are you?
Good morning.
We'll take a break. We'll set him up. We'll
Okay.
have more from Warwick Coventry in a moment here at I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM.
Tired of the same old restaurant chains? Head to Dan's Place in West Greenwich for a perfect family-friendly environment to watch sports and enjoy the best food Rhode Island has to offer. Dan's menu's filled with a variety of choices that will make everyone happy. Dan's has fresh house-made burgers, tender wings, mouth-watering steaks, pastas, the freshest seafood, and the best pizza around. Dan's Place is open for lunch and dinner Wednesday through Sunday at 880 Victory Highway, West Greenwich, exit 14B off I-95. Dan's Place, the perfect place for friends and families to gather.
Back at Warwick Clock Field, you're hearing the live coin flip. The Oakers have won the toss.
What goal are you going to defend? What goal are you going to?
And
So you're going to kick towards the scoreboard, correct? Will you back around that way? Come around.
I love hearing this. It's so professional.
it's the first time we've had the coin flip. Mike LeVake, how are you?
I'm fat. What could be better than this?
Nothing.
It
Nothing.
doesn't get any better than this.
I woke up this morning, I had plenty of things to do, and then it was time to suit up, put 5 layers on, and get ready for this game.
You interview everybody, but I want to ask you, John Parenti, how many years have you been doing this broadcast?
This is number 54.
Number 54. Now, not only
Well,
should
53.
I think they should name a field after you, or a town, or a city, or something, doing something.
You know what? They already have. Every field has one. In Coventry, it's off in the corner, the John. That's all I need. Hang out for a minute. We've got the national anthem coming up.
To the end zone near the concession stand where the cheer staff is holding the flag.
Stripes and bright stars through the
Mike, it's great to see you.
Great to see you. I just wanted to stop up to thank you, my friend, for Thanksgiving without John Parenti at the microphone is like not having cranberry sauce or something. So I and a lot of people appreciate it.
Thank
and I
you,
wanted
Michael.
you to know that.
Happy Thanksgiving, my
Happy
friend.
Thanksgiving, my friend.
The West Warwick Wizards come to Warwick Clock Field in their road white uniforms, orange numerals, black helmets, plain. The Coventry Ochres in their home reds with the whites. We're coming back to Warwick Clock Field for the kickoff in a moment.
It's time for the Rhode Island High School Football Game of the Week. Bank Rhode Island, with over 20 branches in Rhode Island. Bank Rhode Island, strong and trusted. Now, here's Hall of Fame broadcaster John Parenti, Hall of Fame coach Mike Green, and future Hall of Famer Johnny Boots.
You're going to hear a lot of this off-camera interruptions. Larry Bulkus, talk about names. We've already talked about a million of them. One of Coventry's great athletes, one of Hendricken's great athletes. It's so good. He looks like he could play now. Hey, we're underway. Ochres will bring the ball out to about the 36-yard line. Let's set up the Ochres for you offensively as Cam Jones brings out the Ochre offense. He'll have Wyatt Carter. He'll have a host of people out to throw to, among them Wyatt Cardarelli and Mike Smith and Luke Mullen and Angel Nova. They're your wideouts. Liam McGurk gets the start in the backfield. Used to wear number 67. We'll see if he changes his number as the Ochres deploy for their first offensive play. It's 1st and 10. Cardarelli goes in motion. McGurk up the middle, met by a slew of West Warwick defenders after a gain of a yard or two. Not much at all. The Ochre offensive line today, Tyler Kennedy has started most games at center. Anthony Stroker and Nick Muller are the guards. Nathan Albana, this freshman, gets a start at right tackle. Colin Richard will play left tackle. That right tackle spot used to be McGurk's. Cam Jones in his final game as quarterback. We've watched this kid grow up.
Okay, Matt.
He's
Our
turned out to be a
producer's
good
very
one.
mad at me. So where are we at? So we're looking at numbers. John, do you have a roster? I want to see where that
Oh,
Mr.
sure, of
McGurk
course
is.
I do. I can tell you that he is in that backfield as Cardarelli goes in motion again. They swing the pass to him. He's got some open room here on the near side, and he's got a Coventry first down and about 5th down.
Yeah.
Well-designed play.
No, great play. You know, I think when you're Coventry, you have nothing to. This game is huge, so you know they had a lot of time to be creative with their offensive plays. So I'm sure there's some wrinkles that we're going to see that we haven't seen before from Coventry, and it should be an exciting game of football. Got some stories, you know.
We have lots of stories.
Lots of stories.
We're going to be, as I mentioned before, we're going to be delving in and out of some of the names of people. Pitch to Cardarelli. Wyatt looks for room, finds nothing. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Nope.
Luke Gallo among those to make the cover for the Wizards at 2nd down and 10.
I mean, this game means a lot to these young men. No more. You interviewed them. You know how important this game is to guys like Luke Gallo and Nate Cardarelli.
The Wizard defense with Gallo, Machino, Polanco, and Thomas across the front line. Devon Boulia is the middle linebacker with Elijah Boj and Gianni Sacco on either side. Sacco will also see some time at running back. All right, here comes Smith nearest to us. Mullen is on the other side, and we have a whistle.
A
And
little blood on the uniform.
they're sending one of the Wizards off. Is that Beck Castaldi?
Yeah, that's Pet Castaldi. Yep.
And it may be, again, one of those pathogen things.
Yeah, it might be blood on the uniform. Hey, here's one, Evan Medeiros, number 13, senior. Love to see him out there.
He's got coverage on Smith one-on-one here on the near sideline. On 2nd down and 10, Cam Jones sets the offense, takes the pitch, and gets it off to Liam McGurk, and he is hit and taken down 4 West Warwick bodies.
Yeah.
Andrew Chow is there, a bunch of people there. Baloo, they're all there.
You know what's funny? We've
What's
done
funny?
how many games this year?
This
This
is
is the
number
first.
12.
This is the first game he's actually standing up, blocking
Yeah,
Mike Green's
yeah,
view.
yeah.
Every other game,
Sorry, Michael.
every other
Is
game
this
he
how they-
sits down.
Yeah, right. The whole time.
Whole
Nerv-
time.
nervous
I
energy.
stand the whole time.
Nervous energy and stupidity.
I stand the whole every game.
He
I
does.
stand.
Parenti sits, except
Sits.
today.
Right, except today.
Except today, he gets up.
And he's got the arm across the window. I can't even see through. Luckily, Coventry has enough space here. I can go to the other side.
You're killing me.
No, we're
No, you're killing me.
Nova goes in motion,
Oh, yeah,
flags go
offsides.
down, and I will take advantage of this very comfortable, cozy chair provided by Joe Fargnoli and the Coventry Athletic
definitely not
Department.
getting one in the gymnasium when we start basketball season.
Oh, look, I can
wanna bet?
see. John, look, I can see now. Wow, isn't that great?
They're killing me.
58 on the red team, lined up offside. That's
Yeah.
procedure on the
Yeah,
offense.
little Beck Castoli, a little bit too aggressive there, lined up in the neutral zone. That press coverage, you know. Yeah, usually the Lions guy would say, hey, you got to get back number 11, right? They give you a little heads up. No heads
Yeah.
up here. That was not good. You got to, you know.
I hope Jimmy Owls hears those referees on
Is
the
he here?
field. I hope he's here
I
so
don't
we
know
can
if
hear that,
Jimmy's-
so we can get
I
that
don't
next
know,
year
man.
in West Warwick. That'd be awesome.
I can make that work.
We can't.
McGurk,
Oh, look at this.
fake, throw, nearly picked off. Ball hit Andrew Chow in the hands.
Nick Andrew,
Yeah, bad spot.
4th down.
Boy, they said there was offsides on the other. That didn't make any sense. Castoli was clearly in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Beck came back in the game, and he tapped Angel Nova. And when
Yeah.
they got up together, they kind of shook hands and just like, you okay, you okay? So it's a punting situation.
And Beck Castaldi deep for the Wizards.
So the Wizards drop back in dual safety formation, and the punt
Oh,
is
jeez.
kicked.
That's a good punt. From slipping like that.
It's going to randomly be picked up at the 8-yard line. Out to the 10 to the 20.
They
Some
got a
running
wall.
room.
They have a wall.
It's out to midfield and more. One cut and
Oh, my
finally
goodness.
taken down from behind. Becca Staldy is taken down. We had Becca Staldy the other day. He said, I want one. I'm going to get one. I don't know how, but I'm going to get one.
If he wanted one, he should have taken the rocks out of his pockets because he was slow. He had it made. He had a touchdown. Had the wall. Just got caught. And when you get caught by the punter, that's all right, Beck. You should have a couple more shots at it today. But a penalty, like most big gains on the special teams, it always gets brought back. And someone was breaking the rules, a little block in the back or a holding.
The flag came down to the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it 10 yards back to the 40. And Joe Gilmartin will say first down Wizards.
I couldn't hear what that was because the wind was so disruptive. I can't hear it, which I kind of like.
First and down
So
for the Wizards from their own 40.
I don't need to hear anybody.
Out breaks Nate Corona in the West Warwick offense with Andrew Chow below the backfield. And wides on either side, and the slot man to the left, man in motion. Andrew Chow fumbles the snap. He's going to dive on it just in the nick of time.
By number 4, Andrew Chow. 2nd down.
Tell you what, that's the second time the ball's hit Andrew Chow's hands. Maybe just cold fingers. Sometimes those gloves that the kids wear keep the cold in. You know what I mean? So their hands remain cold. They don't get a sweat. They don't get tacky. Could be the issue there.
Or maybe just a little anxiety where
Could be.
you run, you start running before you actually have the football in your hand.
Yeah, we're going backwards here for the Wizards. Not a good sign.
Second down and 15 for West Warwick. Corona parking signals. Nate has it, conventional hands off, and maybe a yard or two, but no more, as Petrarca got virtually nothing.
Yeah.
3rd down, 15.
There's a blast from the past. We've said Nate Petrarca's name once or twice here in Coventry Field. Now Nate's wearing the orange and black instead of the black and red. His first carry. This game means a lot to Nate. We talked to him throughout the week. You know, he really left a lot of friends behind, made a good decision for himself. And let's see if he can have a memorable Thanksgiving Day game.
I'll tell you this, he was dressed like he was going to Miami Beach.
Yeah, they all kind of feel that way, don't they? Right?
I bet him on the way when the kids get off the bus. He was in his Cal Poly bathing
Hey, they're going to
suit.
get a penalty.
It's been a delay of game here.
It
And the Oakers love it.
Well, timeout.
So we'll take one. Timeout of the field here at Warwick Clock Field in Coventry. Scoreless in the early stages.
Wayne Miller was once an outstanding three-sport athlete at West Warwick High. His teammates always knew they could count on Wayne to lead them to victory. Nowadays, Kent County counts on Wayne for quality electrical service for jobs both large and small. Miller Electric is one of the area's top providers of quality electrical work. Whether it's a new home installation, a complete rewiring, or major electrical repairs, call Miller Electric at 828-0087. Get that electrical job done right the first time. Miller Electric, 828-0087.
It's the Bank RI Game of the Week on WWRI, West Warwick, Warwick Coventry, and W288EE West Warwick.
We're back at it here.
Third down and long, and the pitch hits him up in running room. It's Andrew Chow, close to first down yardage, maybe a game at 13.
Yeah, I mean, if there's fourth down here, you go for it. If you're Coach Pennington, you should have some confidence in your offensive line to get, at least, whoa, that's a longer. He must have stepped out a while ago, John. That's 4th and 5.
Now what do you do?
You got to go for it. I mean, I don't see why you don't.
I don't see Zach Morgan out there.
No, I don't. You might not see Zach Morgan. Remember that fake punt against Westerly?
Yes.
Yeah, that was all him.
Really?
Yeah, I would have collected this stuff, man.
Wizards go on 4th and 5.
Oh,
Pitch to Andrew Chow.
yeah.
Student body right. First down and more. Andrew Chow 40.
Yeah.
Turns the corner. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Wizards.
Flag
is down.
But there is a flag on the field.
Oh, and it's in that flag is they're gonna get the first. I believe they'll get the first down because the way it looks like they've got the first down. It's from the spot of the foul, so they would have had a first down, but it's gonna be like.
We'll see. Actually,
West Warwick holding. It'll be 10 yards from the spot. It'll still be 4th down.
Still be 4th down. Oh.
so scrub the
10 yards.
6-0 lead. They're coming on back.
Yep. So they're gonna go back. Hey, listen, it worked well once. I guess you do it again, right? I don't think you punt to be.
One would think. Well,
yeah, why punt? Why? I'd have someone else punt.
Corona comes back in with the play.
Yeah, they might. You never know. They could. You got to look out for Luke Gallo around right here. This is where he does his damage from that tight end spot.
It's Ballou and Andrew Chow in the backfield for West Warwick on what is now a 4th and 9. Andrew Chow again, this time nothing doing. Coventry's going to have excellent field position for their second possession of this football game. Oakers ball when we come back. Nothing here at Woolley Clark Field.
The law offices of Murphy and Fay have over 75 years of combined experience in personal injury law, automobile accidents, and DUI cases. Bill Murphy, Mark Fay, and Brandon Horan will give you the personal attention, the experience, the skill, and dedication that your case deserves. It's a winning combination. If you're injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, call Murphy and Fay. They will make them pay. Call 490-3200 or visit them online at murphyandfay.com.
Liam McGurk taken down by Luke Gallo after a gain of 0. Second down and 10 for Coventry.
Can we get back to that play call 4th and 8 from the Wizards? Looked like Westerly kind of like just run power. No luck, no good. We weren't able to get a first down. I think, Coach, you got to open up the playbook here. It's Thanksgiving. This game means a lot. No sense of playing it tight to the vest.
And we've got a whistle on the snap. For West Warwick defensively, Gallo and Avery Thomas on the defensive ends. Brody Machino and Delvin Polanco on the tackles. Blue with Boj and Sacco, the backers. Gallo, as you heard, was offside from Joe Gilmartin.
Yeah.
Tyler Scholl, Becca Staldy, Nick Andrew Chow, Dewan Price in the secondary for West Warwick. A secondary that I think Cam Jones is going to challenge with all those weapons, including Wyatt Connorelli, Ed Mullen, and Smith.
They're unbalanced.
And others. Here's the pitch, and there's
fumble.
a fumble, and it's a West Warwick ball, I believe.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Yep.
Wizard recovery.
Yep, Michael Gallo, no relation to Luke Gallo, by the way.
Yes. Which we learned quite well when we did the recording with the kids.
Yeah, I was surprised there. I was shocked.
You know what I'm seeing here?
What do you
Very
say?
disappointed with the West Warwick crowd. It's not as packed.
Yeah,
Coventry's
You
packed.
are absolutely right.
Coventry is packed. This whole stands. West Warwick, I don't think you could fill one of those 3 stands over there if everybody got on one set of stands.
yeah, you might be right. You
It's
know,
just-
and you're assuming that they're all West Warwick. There might be some Coventry folks just
Sure.
getting a better look on this
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just disappointing.
side. I remember how these over
Exactly.
years this was a packed stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second man threw it. It's Nick Petrarca for a couple of yards for the Wizards. It'll be second down at 8.
You know, I wonder if James Alves is here.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Oh no, doubt it. Doubt it. Doubt it. I don't know. He hit a deer the other day in West Warwick.
Really?
Yeah.
Over near the country club?
No, over near his house. He doesn't.
There's lots of deer in
lot
West
of deer,
Warwick.
right?
There's
He didn't know
tons
what
of
to
it.
do. Deer looked at him, threw its cigarette on the ground, and ran that back into the woods. Tough deer.
Corona hands. Nice block behind the line
That's
of
it,
scrimmage.
right there.
And here comes Baloo. A little bit of room down to the 25-yard line.
Bullia with the carry.
That's a 32-yard
Big
run
yardage
by
on the
Damont
play.
Baloo.
And no
Wizard
penalty.
first down.
No penalty.
Somebody threw a block that sprung him.
Yeah, that's it. So I think, you know, all eyes are going to be on Nate Petrarca and Andrew Chow. You know, to avoid those big gains, I think Devin Boulier should have a good game, as evident by that big run.
Nate Corona lines them up, first down and 10, as was his drive into Oka territory. And Pyle driving his way forward. And taken down by 4 or 5 Okers is Andrew Chow.
Is that Andrew Chow?
About 5.
Or is it Petrarca?
Second and 5 for the Wizards.
I want to say that was Nate Petrarca. So Nate kind of runs very, he dips his chin down.
More
Even-
bullish.
He is. If he ran with his eyes up, chest down, as opposed to chin down, chest up, he would have had a nice break for a touchdown. He just kind of ran into the collision. He didn't need to do that.
This time it's Andrew Chow behind Baloo, who's behind Nate Corona. Here's the
Just
pitch.
that
Andrew
toss.
Chow goes through body left, trying to avoid, still on his feet. Taken down hard at the line of scrimmage on the far sideline of the field.
I tell you, Coventry's here to play, regardless of, and here's a lot of laundry on the field. Here we go. People are chirping to each other. No good.
The one thing that both coaches emphasized is that after the play, you don't say a word. You get back into the huddle, and you field the next play wherever it could be.
We all say that. I think every coach has said that. Just, you know, they're teenagers. It's like clean your room. They don't want to hear that.
They're teenagers, they're rivals.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 11 white. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. 1 on the red team. That's their first unsportsmanlike. If they get another one, they're ejected.
So there.
Yeah, you know, it always bugs me for dudes that have you just run routes and block. Keep your mouth shut. You know, that's unnecessary. Beck Castaldi and the other, you know, number 1. Just
Corona,
ridiculous. He's not-
Corona fakes, rolls, lets it go at the last moment. That was a little bit too high for the intended receiver, and now it's 4th down.
You know, Stembridge, Castaldi, neither team can afford to lose those guys. So you really need to put your team first. And I know that's a real difficult thing in these kids nowadays. Everyone's looking for their own kind of video clip for themselves. But, you know, this is bigger than just you and what you have to say. Let your play kind of do the speaking for you.
4th and long.
They ran a toss for a touchdown last time, came back, then they were in power.
Negligible win, so the Wizards will go for it.
I think maybe you see Devant Ballou, maybe.
Wides left and right.
No,
Corona.
toss pass. Oh. Was he open?
Yes, he had a beat.
Timeout Wizards.
Wizards.
Why'd you
Their
call
second.
time?
1 remaining in the half.
So that is the second timeout taken by West Pennington. And we'll take a timeout in the first quarter with the Wizards and Oakers scoreless.
Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
We played 9 minutes and 10 seconds and we're scoreless. I'm not sure there were too many people that thought that was going to happen, Mike.
Yep, so we go 4th and about maybe 4. Long 4, John?
Yeah.
They're going to do the same thing, or they're going to come back with the trap?
They've got to do something different. Pitch
No,
to Andrew Trout.
they're
No,
doing
they're
the
going to
same
look.
thing.
Andrew Trout's going to let it go. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted on the near side of the field. Xavier Duran comes up with the football, and the Oakers have themselves another stop.
Who calls a timeout and then turns around and goes, run the same trick play again? Right?
And they were prepared.
Didn't we? If everyone saw that.
Everybody saw it. Everybody lined up in the same position. And the Oakers are going, we just did this, didn't we? Didn't we just line up like this?
Man,
That was crazy.
wow. There's some interesting fourth down calls.
The play calling. I'm going right back
On
to the
fourth
play
down,
calling
on 4th down.
from Coach Pennington. I'm going right back to that
Yeah.
play calling and game planning.
Oker ball, 1st and 10, the red and white break. Jones, hands, fakes,
That's not a fumble. He threw it forward.
incomplete pass.
Set up a 2nd and 10.
Jones stuck it right in the gut of Liam McGurk and then took it right back.
Yeah, so that's the RPO. It looked like kind of an RPO or kind of like a half-baked option play. Yeah, just not well executed at all.
I like the imagery of the words half-baked on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, as long as it's not the turkey.
You frying one again today?
Absolutely.
I can't wait for the picture with the cigar.
Yep. This time I invited my daughters to come outside because now they can,
Have a
sit
cigar
there.
with you?
Well,
Maybe a scotch?
yeah, they could. Or what they drink now, Surf's Up or whatever those drinks are.
Donner in the backfield. And Jones looking,
Oh,
into the
no.
rush. Puts
Look
it
at
up
this.
for grabs. It is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Whew.
Broken up by a host
3
of
Wizards,
Sets up a
2
3rd down.
receivers. As the Oakers had both Braden Forts and Cam Donner in the area.
So important, if you're Coventry, you've got to get outside on the perimeter, give your quarterback a chance to make a throw without being pressured too much. Here we go, this student body right.
And again, not much. LJ Stebridge, who had a little gimpy ankle. It was good to see reserve action in his usual running back spot.
Yeah.
Picked up maybe a foot and a half. It's 4th down.
Now, if you're Coventry here, you're going to punt again. Smart move, right? You don't go for it on 4th down. And I think you might want to pick your poison. You have Tyler Scholl and then Beck Castaldi, and he looks like they're going to kick it. Well, I don't know where that went. Tyler Scholl.
Scholl in midfield, and he took a pop. You could hear it up here.
That was awesome.
There are pieces of Tyler Scholl's uniform all over the midfield area. Wow.
I am shocked that they didn't throw a penalty for a hard hit.
It was Zello on the play. Wow. 1st and 10 Wizards at the Oker 49.
Whew, that'll wake you up. If you didn't have a headache before, you're going to have a little bit of a headache now.
Kingston Zello had the hit of the game.
Hey, and Tyler's back out there in his wideout spot, so no effect on Scholl.
All is forgiven.
Yeah.
First
Nice
down.
job.
Andrew Chow has some room. Andrew Chow puts on the afterburners. One man to beat. Andrew Chow heading to the goal line. He is in for a West Warwick Wizards.
Nick Andrew Chow.
A 49-yard run gives West Warwick the lead.
Nope.
I see no flags.
No, I know that, a lot of folks thinking that Tyler Shaw was holding. Hands are inside. He let go. He let go plenty of time. No penalty there. Yeah, I'd call it if it was. I'd agree. No.
The try for point.
How about that? But see, you know what, Nick? You know what Andrew Chow does well, John? And I'll just...
Kick is up and no good. Short. So Morgan fails. Go ahead, Mike.
So Nate, what Andrew Chow does really well is he runs, hash mark numbers sidelines. He runs downhill as opposed to trying to cut back. That was a great job with his eyes. He saw the opening off to the sideline side. He saw it, made one lateral cut, made another lateral cut, and kind of ran downhill, is what they call it. Great job by, Nick Andrew Chow.
Let's pause 30 seconds here at Wally Clark Field. 6-0 Wizards.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coventry receivers are rather shallow. This is going to be chipped to the 35-yard line. Taking one of the up backs, maybe for a gain to the 41 or so, the 42. Can't tell you who it was. It's first down Coventry.
Oakers have put it in play, 1st and 10.
Well, Wizards struck first. Let's see if the Oakers can come back and score one of their own. It's going to be tough sledding if the Oakers are resigned to running the football against the tough West Warwick defensive front. It's going to be a tough day for the Oakers. I think the weakness in the Wizards is going to be their pass defense, perimeter-wise, because their interior guys are tough to move.
Stedbridge in the backfield behind Cam Jones has the wing off to his right side. Mullen and Smith are pulled tight, and now Andy Gervasini calls a timeout. Summer didn't like what they were looking at.
They only had 10 guys on the field, John. So they were calling for someone to come back onto the field. Coach saw it, and instead of getting a delay of game or a penalty, they called a timeout. Safe move. They have plenty. It's not like it's going to hurt them. This is only the first half.
We'll pause with the score. West Warwick 6, Coventry nothing.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance coverage from home, auto, life, and retirement with just one agency? Graham Insurance can help protect everything that is important to you. Why not simplify your life? Visit Mark Graham at Graham Insurance at 328 Coeasett Avenue in West Warwick, or call them at 828-7946. Nationwide is on your side. Graham Insurance, proudly serving Kent County and beyond since 1970. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Ogres deploy, Smith right, Mullen left. Into motion goes Nova. The pitch goes to Stedbridge. LJ back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No, the Wizards do a great job attacking the ball, trying to get as many helmets to the football as they can. It's going to be if you're going to run against the Wizards, it's going to be a long day. You're going to have to try to get some vertical push from that football.
Again, Nova goes in motion. Again, Jones looks. Throws into the flat. Connorelli gets hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, maybe for a gain of a yard. Becca Staldi is there on the tackle along with Luke Gallo.
Yeah.
3rd down, 9.
Just a quick little receiver screen. you want your offensive linemen to give them time to get out there. They didn't get out in time. There's really no blocking. And the result is third and really little to no gain.
Somebody call a timeout.
Timeout Wizards is going to be their last.
That's their final one, and we're still in the first quarter. Let's pause with the score. West Warwick 6, Coventry nothing.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of pizza. The Pizza Nomad now offers delicious Detroit-style and New York-style pizza. Detroit-style, thick, crispy, chewy, rectangular crust with cheese to the edges, and the foldable, craveable, thin crust New York-style pizza. Forget about it. Just 2 more ways the Pizza Nomad helps you eat life to the fullest. Check out the full menu of salads, apps, calzones, craft burgers, grinders, and wraps, wood-fired flats, and mouth-watering pizza. Visit or call the Pizza Nomad 291 Providence Street in West Warwick at 821-2106 and 718 Center of New England Boulevard in Coventry at 642-2677.
So West Warwick out of timeouts in the first half.
Yeah. Well, maybe you just want to settle things down. That, to me, kind of shows confidence. You want to make sure you're lined up right. You have the right personnel in there, the right call.
Flags go down on the snap.
We don't really necessarily want to call these penalties here, these kind of non-playing penalties.
Joe Goodwater will tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, he is. I wonder if there's a hurricane. Just like.
Legal procedure on the offense. They're lined up offside.
That's the second time why can't you tap the kid and say back up? Why are we calling a penalty on this?
So it's third and
Good Lord.
long. Bill said it was 13. He's about right.
Oh, man. You start in the parking lot saying we're going to call everything today.
Mike Smith.
Oh.
The catch made by Mullen.
No, I don't know if that was a pick.
It's a Wizard ball.
Yeah.
They were both there.
Yeah.
Mike Gallo.
No relation to Luke.
They were both there. Smith was there. Mike Gallo was there. Yeah, they're not related.
Yeah, that's why I heard that. And that was kind of tie, but, Gallo ripped it out. I'll tell you what, if Mikey Gallo didn't get that ball, it would have been a long day with Eugene. His dad would have never let him live it down. They might have had to meet outside.
Mike Gallo, just a sophomore.
He's going to be real good.
Yes, he is.
He's good. Yeah, he's good.
Just like his. No, he's not his brother, Luke. So it's 1st and 10 Wizards with a 6-0 lead. Waiting stages first quarter. Here at Warwick Field, Dave Corona is ready. Fakes the hand to the right, gets it off to the left. It's Andrew Child for maybe a couple.
Wow. A little something different there from Coach Pennington. Great little play off the jet sweep. Coming back with inside zone. Coventry Oakers were right there for him.
That'll be the end of the first quarter here at Warwick Field. With the score, West Warwick 6, the Coventry Oakers nothing.
Visit the West Warwick Civic Center for great family entertainment and special events, from public skating to sporting events and trade shows. And there's much, much more all year round. Visit us frequently on Facebook or on the town's website at westwarwickri.org. And for more information about facility rentals, call 822-9200. See you soon at the West Warwick Civic Center.
You're thinking of opening a new personal checking account until you think of all the automatic transactions you'll have to switch over. Well, here's great news. At Washington Trust, when you open any new personal checking account, you can move all your direct deposits and auto pays securely with just a few clicks. Take the fast, easy way to better banking. Switch your personal checking to Washington Trust. Terms and conditions apply. Visit washtrust.com for details. Member FDIC.
Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food. Whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch, Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 828-2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
Second quarter here.
Second down, Wizards. Made a motion far side sweep,
Oh.
and it's going to be
Penalty.
first down and more. Flag will go down, so this won't count. But it was Scholl who got the ball as they went with the slot reverse and failed because of the flag.
Yeah. Another senior playing his last football game today.
Joe Gilbert says.
Number 11 on West Warwick, the 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still second down.
Thank you, Joseph.
Yeah, thank you.
So the ball back to the 28-yard line. It'll be second down from here to the West Greenwich line. Another penalty will put it right to Mike Reed's backyard where the turkey is going to be fried.
It. They can come on over and help me.
Corona out of the gun. Nate accepts, he looks to throw. And now he tucks it inside. He will keep it and get back to the original line of scrimmage, but not very much more.
Yep.
It'll be third and long, maybe about 3rd and 9 for West Warwick.
Yep. Love the little quarterback draw. Spread everyone out. Go 2 by 2. Make all those linebackers and perimeter guys widen out, and then just run a quick QB draw. Great job. Good call. I like that play. It's smart. It's safe. You do it again here. You never know with Coach Parrington. He might come back to back.
Scholl this time splits off to the left. Scholl goes in motion. Corona gets a snap. He looks, he throws. It is incomplete. It was broken up by Xavier Duran.
Yep. Yeah, I like the play call. Just, great job by Xavier breaking up that pass and not drawing a defensive PI, which you see so often with a good play. Next thing you know, there's a ref saying there's pass interference. Great no call. Hey, here's something else. They're punting on 4th down, John. We haven't seen that yet.
LJ Stebbridge steps back to about his own 30-yard line, awaiting the kick from the West Warwick 35.
It is Zach Morgan.
He's got it. He gets it up there. It is high and short, and it's going to take a bounce out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Oker's ball when we come back. 6-0 West Warwick. Reed's Nightscapes is your landscaping lighting specialist. Beautiful and relaxing lighting systems to bring out the best in your home. Let Reed's Nightscapes transform your home and outdoor living space from basic to beautiful with a variety of top-quality LED landscape lighting fixtures. Reed's Nightscapes. Call 828-9252. What did Mike LeVig say that Thanksgiving without this football game is...
He said, a Thanksgiving without John Parenti is like turkey dinner without cranberry sauce.
I would rather say without the broadcast.
Well, that's not what he said. I just can't believe you were compared to cranberry sauce.
Because not a lot of people like it. That's like a hit or miss.
I like the jelly kind.
Right?
Cam Jones drops back, gets good protection and throws. It is too long.
Jones pass incomplete.
Looking for Nova around the 35-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Are you a homemade cranberry guy or a can?
Either one, Mike. Either one.
Either one.
You know why? It's good for the prevention of urinary infections.
Again, TMI.
And for all those folks, I'm glad no one's eating their Thanksgiving dinner quite this early. To get that,
It's fact.
Yeah, but bring that. I'll bring that up at the table tonight.
You never know what's going to pop out of this mouth. 53 years worth of that kind of information.
Well, you got a lot. There's a lot to talk about, and you had to come up with some ideas on the quick.
Andy Gervasini is going to talk to his Okers when we come back, as Coventry uses its timeout. Wizards lead 6-0 back in 30.
Lil Rhodey Storage at 100 Pulaski Street. Lil Rhodey Storage is a state-of-the-art, climate-controlled self-storage facility with direct entry and easy walk-in access. It is secured, alarmed, and cameraed for all your storage and safety needs. Indoor vehicle storage and warehousing is available too. Finally, a local storage facility close to home. It's Lil Rhodey Storage. For more information, you can call 401-615-5100. Lil Rhodey Storage, 100 Pulaski Street, West Warwick.
You know, Mike, we talk about the thick tradition. Tomorrow morning, and the last Friday morning of every month, there's a group of old-time West Warwick guys who played in the 50s and the early 60s. I'm talking about Dick Bernard, who was a quarterback in 58, Phil Kershaw, who we know so well, his brother Eddie. The names go on and on.
So we're not doing lunch tomorrow?
No, that's not right. We are not doing lunch
ladies and
tomorrow.
gentlemen.
What?
Sorry. I've got my other deal. McGurk goes in motion.
Oh, they're going to call it. Oh,
Yes, they
did.
are. Jones under the rush. Jones gets taken down. The Wizards may take this play though, Mike, and not the flag.
Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if it was before the snap, so I don't know if it's a dead ball foul.
Will await Joe Gilmartin.
Definitely illegal procedure. You gotta run straight. So what you do is you tell the kids who the motion guy, look at the wideout. When the wideout moves, you move.
13 on Coventry is moving forward to the snap. That's a legal motion. West Warwick has declined the penalty.
Yeah, they're
Third down.
It wasn't even against McGurk.
You know, it was, yeah, see, you blow the whistle, everyone stops playing, and your quarterback gets killed. So that's the problem, right? Because they threw the flag and blew the whistle. So everyone stopped blocking, and then the quarterback, Cam, gets destroyed by every other person on the Wizards' defensive line. So, you know, that's on the – you got to either stop the play or let the play go. Don't blow the whistle, because that's exactly what happened there.
Third down in the distance between the intersection of Tile Avenue and Hopkins Hill Road. Jones looks deep. He's got a man. It's incomplete.
Moran once with the throw.
On the far side of the field, it was Stebridge with blanket coverage by Becca Staldi.
Great coverage. Great coverage. You know, that's when you really your best shot is to kind of underthrow the ball and let the ride out come back to it, and maybe you'll draw a defensive PI. But great job by Becca Staldi not drawing that penalty, where the Oakers are really kind of looking for that call either way, either a completion or a penalty. They got neither.
Fourth down, and the punt is shanked.
Oh, boy.
It's going to travel, get this, about 5 yards from scrimmage. And West Warwick will be in glorious field position, 1st and 10 in Coventry territory. Pausing for 30 seconds, 6-0 West Warwick.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
West Warwick ball 1st and 10. And it's Petrarca who will get about 5 of them. He was in the backfield with Johnny Sacco, Mike.
Yeah, they're trying to give a different offensive look there. I like that idea. Get the seniors in. You have plenty. Love to see number 13, Evan Medeiros, get some burn there. Evan is probably the most successful Wizard, as he's a member of the state championship game day cheerleading squad. Does a great job.
Dave Carrero comes in with the play. Petrarca's going to stay in there at halfback.
Second down, 8 to go.
Sacco the full. Caroni ready. With Show on one side and Price on the other. And here's the pitch for Petrarca again. Nate looking, goes straight ahead for a gain of about 3.
Forward for about a yard.
Yeah. You can tell, John, in the middle of the field, here is kind of wet. A lot of slipping around in the first, especially this time of the season. They stopped taking care of the field a long time ago. So any kind of wet is just going to stay there, make the ground slippery. You know what I do like, though, John? What West Warwick's able to do, even some of the top programs in the state don't do it. They're able to go under center and then shotgun evenly, without any kind of fallback offensively.
That's been a pet peeve of yours all year. Andrew Chow now, the setback. The fake from Andrew Chow. Kuroda's going to look over the middle. It is incomplete.
That's incomplete. That'll be 4th down.
Yep.
The coverage provided by Durant again, so they're picking at Xavier Durant, who already has an interception.
Yeah. And you know what? Tyler Scholl, great player, great kid. Just hit his hands. Just couldn't bring it in. So I'm sure he's going to be regretting that. He's caught many touchdowns over his career here on that same pass pattern. Just a quick slant over the middle. Right call. Just couldn't finish it. Couldn't get the job done.
4th and long. We're going to call it 4th and 8.
Cheerleaders. 4th down.
You heard Billy Lyons call the Oka Cheerleaders. They just did my favorite cheer. Everybody do the big red robo. Robo. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, let's let him go. It's Thanksgiving. Let it go. Their best bet. You might see.
Nate drops back. Nate looks. Nate throws. He's going to be open. It is complete.
Andrew
For
Chow.
a West Warwick touchdown.
Andrew Chow.
Yeah.
That's a TD.
Andrew Chow was all alone, all
Yeah.
by himself.
Totally
Lonely
lost
guy,
him, yeah.
Touchdown.
Yep. That was kind of easy there. Wide open. I think really, they caught Coventry in a man coverage and just, some people might have thought it was zone. Other people, when someone's that open, John, someone made a mistake. And it's usually in the coverage. They think it's man, someone thinks it's zone, and they let people just run right away.
Zach Morgan for the extra point? No, they're going to try. They're going to try for the 2, and there's a whistle on the field. Procedure against the Wizards.
What was that, John? Did you hear that call?
It was.
That was Charlie Brown's teacher.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it, John. I know you're a big fan of that, but what do you have to do, John, to make it so you don't hear the wind? What would you have to do?
Windscreen. Right, Boots?
You're exactly right.
There you go. A Hall of Fame engineer.
Boy, you really do hate that thing, don't you?
I just don't want to hear him. I don't want to see him. If we could do the game without him, that'd be fine.
Wizards go for 2. Corona looks, throws.
No
good.
No, good no call. Good no call.
Had to wait, thought there was going to be a flag. But the play was incomplete, and that's the way it'll stay. West Warwick 12, Coventry nothing as they head back upfield in Coventry.
Boomerang's Roadhouse is celebrating 5 years at 293 Providence Street in West Warwick. Boomerang's features award-winning burgers, wings, fresh smoked barbecue, pasta, and seafood too. Bring the gang to Boomerang's. Their family-friendly dining room and outdoor patio are perfect for groups of all sizes. And don't forget, Boomerang's has a huge 40-seat bar and lounge, great for watching sports. Boomerang's Roadhouse, 293 Providence Street in West Warwick. As we always say, like a boomerang, you'll be back.
Reed's Nightscapes is your landscaping lighting specialist. Beautiful and relaxing lighting systems to bring out the best in your home. Let Reed's Nightscapes transform your home and outdoor living space from basic to beautiful with a variety of top-quality LED landscape lighting fixtures. Reed's Nightscapes. Call 828-9252.
You are a mess. I just want you to, if people watching or listening could see what John Parenti looks like, he's a mess.
Oh, that was fun.
Ball taken at the 27-yard line. On the ensuing kickoff following the Wizards' second touchdown. And here we go.
Yeah.
And pushing, shoving, flags, etc. And this is going to be an entanglement that is going to lead to more discipline.
Yeah, it might be. And you can't afford it. Maiden, Quinn, Madden Quinn, maybe. Number 8, freshman. Yeah, we'll see what happens now. Are they going to throw someone
Well, don't
out?
forget, Stenbridge and Castaldi have already been warned. One more insurrection,
From
and
them.
they're gone.
From them.
From them, yeah.
From them. Now they've got 8. And, gee, I don't know who else it was. It was Avery Thomas. So there was, you had some guys. Just, it's an emotional game. Guys are going to start chirping at each other. You really don't.
2, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, penalties. Number 8 white, number 19 white, and number 8 red.
Yep.
The penalties were set.
Madden Quinn, a freshman for Coventry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know who 19 was.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Avery. Yeah.
Is that Thomas?
Yep. So if you're Coach Pennington, and both coaches need to kind of settle their team down.
First and 10 Ogres from their own 29-yard line.
So Coventry will set up with a need to maintain possession of the ball as we still have 8 minutes left to play. Cam Jones' high snap, rolls, throws. It is complete. And Johnny Sacco is going to tackle Connorelli for a loss of a couple. Second and 12.
Make that.
So many of these kids play the game the right way.
He keeps crawling back. Make it 2nd and 16.
Gianni Sacco made a great play, individual effort, gets up and goes off to his team. No showboating, no pounding his chest. Just go back and line up to play the next play.
How about State Representative Earl Reed, who's handling the down blocker? Set it down at 2nd and 12, then was 2nd and 14, 2nd and 16 now. Jones looks over the middle, picked off.
Should be a touchdown now. Oh, maybe
Mike Gallo
Mike
with the interception, taken down by LJ Stenbridge.
Got a flag.
But why?
And another flag is down.
On the field.
Was it a face mask? Look, he grabbed his jersey. It looked like he I don't know. It's going to be an interesting call here.
It's still going to be a Wizard ball, though.
Yep, yes, sir. There's going to be a face mask. I don't think it was. Look, he just grabbed the front of his jersey and flung him down.
That's like Mike Gallo's, what, 4th, 5th interception of the year, Mike?
He's always around the football. He's always. That's what you want out of a safety. Someone.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 1 on Coventry. Half distance to the goal. The ball will be placed at the 10.5-yard line.
So they heard it. It's 1st and 10 with an opportunity for a first down for West Warwick.
Yeah. And that, you know what? In those types of penalties, I kid around a lot with those guys, but those type of penalties need to be enforced. They need to be called because someone's going to get hurt.
Devon Bollier, Nate Petraka in the backfield. It's Petraka going off left guard, trying to bowl his way through. He is going to be short of the goal line, but he probably picked up about 4 or 5.
Certainly, falling forward. You got to love that. The one thing Nate does do, he falls forward as a runner. He's always gaining positive yards. Very rarely does he lose yards.
He did get 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 6.
And that was 3 yards after the contact. He was first met maybe 2 yards in. Just keeping his legs moving, he ended up with 3 extra yards.
Bollier again in front of Petraka in the I formation behind Nate Corona. Nate surveys, Nate looks. Petraka this time going off right guard, and he is in for a West Warwick touchdown.
Nathan Petraka, West Warwick.
Suddenly 18-0.
Yeah, and it happened fast, John. Blink of an eye. In a blink of an eye. 18-0.
Yep. Wizards again will go for 2.
Yep, they're chasing points. What's the over-under?
Do they do that?
Someone's doing it, buddy. Someone's doing it.
Here it is. And Andrew Chow is in for the points.
Conversion attempt.
So West Warwick extends its lead to 20 here in the second quarter. It's the Wizards 20, the Okers nothing at I-105.5, and the legendary 1450 AM.
Wayne Miller was once an outstanding three-sport athlete at West Warwick High. His teammates always knew they could count on Wayne to lead them to victory. Nowadays, Kent County counts on Wayne for quality electrical service for jobs both large and small. Miller Electric is one of the area's top providers of quality electrical work. Whether it's a new home installation, a complete rewiring, or major electrical repairs, call Miller Electric at 828-0087. Get that electrical job done right the first time. Miller Electric, 828-0087.
New from your local Newport Creamery, it's the new 2 for $25 menu. Choose any of 4 tasty appetizers and pair it up with any 2 of the 5 entree items on the 2 for $25 menu. If you're still hungry, you can get 2 classic sundaes for an additional $10. Cure that hunger without breaking the bank. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time only. The new 2 for $25 menu from your friends at your local Newport Creamery on Tioga Avenue in Coventry or any Newport Creamery location.
A one-hopper to Angel Nova will put the Okers at about their own 35-yard line or so, 32, somewhere in there.
Well, you know, this kind of looked eerily similar to our West Warwick game where we just could not get anything moving and Wesley just controlled the game from the get-go. The Wizards now are kind of controlling everything, John.
35-yard line.
Okers need something good to happen offensively. It's a direct snap to Stembridge, and LJ will get a couple. We'll see where Earl Reed puts it down before
Second and 8.
Second and 8. I found out why Earl Reed is on the down marker. Because on one of the lines to gain marker is Rich Pendola, who's what, 5'4"?
Yeah.
Ernie Levine, who's 5'8", is on the other. Cam Jones, no, it's Stembridge. And
LJ,
again,
short gain.
maybe 3 yards. Third down again. Temper, boys.
Third down.
Everything's okay, no flags.
Also, Earl likes that
Third and
picture
about 5
quality,
for an Oker first
you
down.
know, opportunity. Everybody's looking at the down marker, so everybody's looking at Earl Reed.
3rd and 5.
You can wear like a campaign shirt,
I am
right?
Earl Reed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. You get airtime.
It's a great T-shirt to get him, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not something I haven't said to him either.
Gotta love the guy.
Yep. Nope, flags.
Flag on the field.
The snap was high and fumbled, so it's kind of a good thing. This should be 5 against the Coventry Okers. Check it. It's encroachment.
Oh, and another. Oh.
Another flag in the air.
Yeah, he's not going to take that. Like, you know, I don't blame him. You're not there to listen to. Yep, I don't blame that. Good call. He gave him some lip. Yep. Yep. Good call.
There's going to be a conversation at halftime.
After the play was over, we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike foul, number 54 on West Warwick. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, still first down.
Tavian Culhane, the junior lineman, called for both the infraction and the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And right now, Tavian Culhane is Coventry's leading ball carrier.
Yeah, right. So, you know, the call is a call, and then what you don't do is you just can't sit there and argue a case. You can't be your own lawyer. Just be quiet and
First
line
and
up.
10
You're wrong.
Okers from the Wizard 39.
So the ball moves into West Warwick territory at the 39-yard line. This helps Coventry out big time.
Well, it gets him closer there, you know.
Jones now goes over center. He looks, he keeps. Jones on the run. Jones with a lot of room. Cam Jones is the first down and more.
Cam with the keeper. Runs for an Ochre first
Maybe a
down.
14-yard game of Cam Jones. And the Ogres drive deeper into West Warwick territory.
Oh, boy. So the play started a little funky. He lined
It
up
did.
over the guard. He right, and then he realized that's not the guard, it's the center. And then immediately, they ran a little short side option play. Great call. West Warwick is now, because they've run to the unbalanced side so much, you know, they're overcompensating, which is the right thing to do. But they left themselves kind of short-handed on the other side. They recognized it, you know, and he attacked it. Now, I think what Cam Jones did, you know, we could do better is just run. He wanted to stop and pitch.
First down. It's Connorelli off the slot reverse.
Wyatt
And
Connorelli.
he'll pick up 6. And the drive continues.
Yeah, a little momentum there for the Okers, what you want to see, because wouldn't you like to see a good game here, John? Right?
Absolutely.
We don't want to see it in a lopsided game.
And I want to see Wyatt Connorelli get his two, and Cam Jones.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had so much fun with those kids.
Sure. I do like the fact they're starting to be more creative.
Okers trail by 20. It's 20-6.
So there's that unbalanced set.
Cam this time is going to be stuffed down. Fumble, and we're going to see. West Warwick says they have the football. Hold on. Jones very slow getting up.
I don't know.
It is a Wizard ball.
Where's his ball?
Wizards recover.
Well, he's taking a beating today for sure.
Cam walking off very, very slowly.
Yeah. A lot of wobbles.
So the Wizards snuff it out, and it'll be West Warwick ball when we come back. 30 seconds to go, 20-0 Wizards.
Now, the Bill's Place post.
New from your local Newport Creamery, it's the new 2 for $25 menu. Choose any of 4 tasty appetizers and pair it up with any 2 of the 5 entree items on the 2 for $25 menu. If you're still hungry, you can get 2 classic sundaes for an additional $10. Cure that hunger without breaking the bank. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time only. The new 2 for $25 menu from your friends at your local Newport Creamery on Tioga Avenue in Coventry or any Newport Creamery location.
Play action pass, and L.J. Sturbridge came up and hit Tyler Shull and John the ball loose before he could grab a first down.
Yeah, sure. It almost looked like he was waiting. He really was teeing him up to have a big hit. Another missed opportunity for Tyler Shull to come down with the football. Hard hit though. Legal, clean, no penalties. Gotta love it.
Second down and 10, West Warwick. Love it to get up and tell you how much time is left in the quarter.
Well, John, what do you got? How much time we got?
3
John?
minutes.
3 minutes, JP.
You know, it takes like 30 seconds for you to stand up. So
Yes,
I want you
it
to stay
does.
sitting down. And you mess up the cords, and it's just a mess.
Yeah, I'm in one spot. Oh, little counter.
Fake pitch.
Oh,
goes
this
to
could be it.
Big hole, big yards. Down to the 40, to the 30. Let's count it down. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Wizards.
No penalties. No flags.
I could have used the old Chris Berman. Develop Boulier, rumbling, bubbling, stumbling for a touchdown. 72 yards unofficially.
How about that? Give his senior a touchdown. That was a big run left off that toss. We've seen that time and time again this year. Come back with a fullback trap. Off the toss. Everyone's watching the tailback. And Boulier is in the end zone 72 yards later.
He had a gaping hole.
Okay, look at that. See that? That was a gaping hole.
A gaping hole.
I could have ran through that, John. Well, maybe not.
Wizards going for 2, trying to get back on track with 7-point touchdowns. Corona looks, throws into a crowd. It's incomplete.
Pass broken up. Timeout on the field.
2 minutes, 46 seconds left. It's 26 for West Warwick, nothing for Coventry. We're back in 16.
Tired of the same old restaurant chains? Head to Dan's Place in West Greenwich for a perfect family-friendly environment to watch sports and enjoy the best food Rhode Island has to offer. Dan's menu's filled with a variety of choices that will make everyone happy. Dan's has fresh house-made burgers, tender wings, mouth-watering steaks, pastas, the freshest seafood, and the best pizza around. Dan's Place is open for lunch and dinner Wednesday through Sunday at 880 Victory Highway, West Greenwich, exit 14B off I-95. Dan's Place, the perfect place for friends and families to gather.
Thinking of refreshing or reinventing your home? Don't wait. Renovate now with a home equity line from Washington Trust. Borrow at a special low rate and access your funds whenever you need them. But don't delay. While home improvements last for years, this offer is for a limited time. Visit washtrust.com and lock in a low home equity line rate for unlimited possibilities. Washington Trust. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Oakers are putting in play first and
Braden Forts cut the ball out of fly and just kind of ran out of bounds.
Yeah.
As Coventry will now set up first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
24-yard line, first and
We'll
10.
break. Here at Warwick Clark Field, back in a moment.
It's the Bank RI Game of the Week on WWRI, West Warwick, Warwick Coventry, and W288EE West Warwick.
That's who we are. We're also John Parenti, Johnny Boots, and Mike Reed. First and 10 for the Coventry Ogres. The ball on the 28-yard line.
Oh, boy.
And a fumble
Oh,
on the
boy.
first snap. And Cam Jones will cover on it, but all the way back inside the 10-yard line, if not even closer.
That's Cam
Donner.
Yep. Well, you could tell all game long that ball was getting back there, shaky. Unfortunately, not the way you want to go if you're the Okers here. You just want to get out of the half. Hopefully, you can get out of the half, slow the game down. West Warwick has no timeout, so they can't stop the clock. So you can get out of here safely without giving up any points. You just got to be smart about it.
Second down for the West Warwick Town Hall.
Right. And wouldn't if you're Coach Parrington, wouldn't you want to have some timeouts right now? Because you're gonna get the ball back.
Yeah.
I mean the game's out of hand, but really this is kind of and just sit there. That's it.
Points are points.
Yeah.
Up the middle go the Okers.
Third down.
2-3 yards, no more. Third down.
Minute 30 left in the half.
Yeah, so you don't really necessarily have enough time. They're going to kick it. Hey, J.P. Smallins is here. I see getting some press from
JP's a great guy.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Does an awful lot for high school sports.
He certainly does.
So down to earth.
That
really
whole
is.
team, too. I talked to Morgan Weaver at the volleyball championships. A great gal.
I had a chance to talk with Sam Knox at the Division I championship.
There's a guy I'd like to sit down with and talk sports with, is Knox.
Yeah.
He looks like a fun guy.
Yeah,
he
he's
really
all right.
does.
God, they're young though, John.
You calling him
my goodness.
you calling him a mushroom? He's a fun guy.
Yeah, fun guy.
Connorelli's going to
I know
be
where you're going
swallowed
with
down.
I know where
No
you're going
gain.
with that.
Fourth down.
All right, so they're gonna.
They're going to have to punt.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You got to take a delay a game or call a timeout. 1 second left. Boy, this is a tough one because you really don't want to give up anything cheap here.
Ball's about the 4-yard line. And you have to kick it. And if you're West, you're probably going to have to send everybody.
No, I don't think he's gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna do that. I don't think he needs to do that. Put it that way.
The
1,
snap,
2, 3. All
they
right.
get the kickoff.
All right.
It is going to be falling dead at about the 40-yard line or so. So West Warwick will have one more play, or is that it? That's it. Clock shows 0 in the first half. Okers escape another near disaster. At halftime, here in the rivalry between West Warwick and Coventry, the Wizards have a 26-0 lead. Back with more from Warwick Clock Field in a moment on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance coverage from home, auto, life, and retirement with just one agency? Graham Insurance can help protect everything that is important to you. Why not simplify your life? Visit Mark Graham at Graham Insurance at 328 Coeasett Avenue in West Warwick, or call them at 828-7946. Nationwide is on your side. Graham Insurance, proudly serving Kent County and beyond since 1970. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
The law offices of Murphy and Fay have over 75 years of combined experience in personal injury law, automobile accidents, and DUI cases. Bill Murphy, Mark Fay, and Brandon Horan will give you the personal attention, the experience, the skill, and dedication that your case deserves. It's a winning combination. If you're injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, call Murphy and Fay. They will make them pay. Call 490-3200 or visit them online at murphyandfay.com.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Time for the Newport Creamery Halftime Report. Visit your local Newport Creamery at 781 Tioga Avenue or one of the many locations in Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Now back to John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots.
Newport Creamery. Gotta love it. How about those cheerleaders, state championship cheerleaders out there, right?
Yeah.
Helped by Katie Dennison, Coach Peacock up here watching. You know what coaches their team harder. That's why they're great.
I know.
Because they have a great coaching staff. Very dedicated. Coach Ariana Witherspoon down there. You know, it's pretty impressive.
Don't forget Taylor Gargano.
I was going to. I was trying to come up with the name.
I know you were
doesn't
slipping.
roll off. Listen, I know them because they were my students of mine, so I get that. Yeah. But
It's
no,
the beard,
Taylor,
you know. It's the beard.
Yeah, the longer it gets, the dumber I get. Kind of pulls the brains
Next
out.
up, the Coventry cheerleaders.
Oh, you want to host this? Go ahead.
Led by Lolita Lipa. You talk about connections.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A lot of
before
connections
the
with
cheer
Lipas
squad
in
begins
Coventry
their halftime performance,
and
I'd like to
the
bring
Alves
to
in
your
West
attention
Warwick.
that after 32 years of dedicated
A lot of
service
connections.
to cheerleaders at Coventry
Just
High
really
School,
bridging the gap
Miss Lolita
between the two
Robinson
communities.
decided that this
Lolita's father,
Hector.
was an award-winning chef
Yes, he
instructor in
was.
Johnson and Wales.
Yes, he was.
He and I worked together at the university for years.
Oh, wow.
A laugh
Yeah.
a minute.
Oh, God, Hector.
The guy was a laugh a minute.
I have to say, just to push.
And we are very
I know Hector
thankful
really
for what
well.
she has
I was
done for
friends
this
with
school.
the other
She's an Oker, and
Lipa,
she'll always be
Melissa.
an Oker.
So I would have been Jimmy's brother-in-law.
All right, ladies.
Here we
ready.
go.
Action
How about
time.
that?
As Kent County turns.
Yes.
The
Ooh.
dial's off. No.
I was living. I was in
Just
Providence then, so it doesn't count. But yeah.
So now we got a dose of the Oka cheerleaders.
What a job. They do a great job.
They do.
Great crowd. Oker's side is packed. The Wizards, you know, not so much, as Johnny Boots kind of noticed earlier this year in the game. So John, you want to get back to it? I know. Want to get back to the
Get back to
highlights?
football?
Why not?
Well, until the 1 minute and 56-second mark of the first quarter, we were scoreless. And then Andrew Chow took off on a 49-yard run. He had one called back. Morgan missed the extra point. We were at 6-0. We go into the second quarter. West Warwick scores 20. The first on a 4th and 8, 32-yard touchdown pass from Nate Corona to Andrew Chow. And then Mike Gallo's interception leads to a 6-yard run by Nate Petrarca, which made it 20-0. Then with 3 minutes left, Devon Bollier gets involved with a 72-yard rumbling, stumbling touchdown all the way down the far sideline to make it 26-0.
Yeah. It started out shaky, but, you know, I thought maybe nerves or just they're not used to playing at 10 o'clock in the morning. So it is tough.
We said that just the very first snap, if you remember, ball went through Andrew Child's hands.
Yeah, right.
And it looked like he was running before he had the ball in his hand, just a little bit too anxious.
Sure. Yeah. And, now it seems like they settled down. Coventry had a pretty good last, not the last drive where it was on the goal line. But prior to Cam Jones fumbling, they were moving the ball. They found some success going away from the unbalanced look, running weak. And let's see if he goes back to that. And maybe there's some pass routes off that unbalanced overshift that they can exploit here. So now if you're Coach Pennington, you want to keep both coaches, you want to keep your tempers in check, because it becomes ugly. It can become ugly for everybody, and we don't want that. Number two, you got to look at getting your seniors in this game. If you're sitting there looking on the sidelines and you've got seniors who haven't played yet, you better turn around and get them in. And there's no excuse to wait till the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Connor Sampson needs in. Evan Medeiros needs in.
Yep. Now, I will tell you this. If you don't go to practice, then I don't have any
Right.
I don't have feelings now.
And there were words in the pregame show about the fact that during this past week, a lot of the underclassmen, after the loss to Westerly, did not show up.
No, they disappear.
Yeah.
That happens. So, and so I don't feel bad those students don't play. You'd have to go to practice,
But a kid like Sampson, yeah, get him in there.
But I don't know, did he go to practice all week?
Yeah.
That's my only thing. If he didn't, you can't really advocate for someone. I know for a fact because I grab him in the cafeteria because we all love the Alves brothers, like Jimmy and Steve. We all think the world of Evan Medeiros, and I'm focusing on him and because he's a student that does go to practice every day. He is there all the time. And he's a dual athlete because he goes and he's on the cheerleading squad. And I ask him, Evan, you don't go to practice every day as a coach? I don't miss. Do you leave early? No. So I want to, let him get some burn.
Yeah.
It's important. This is his last football game. He's not going to go to college and play football. He might go to college, but football might be a little a reach. You got to let these guys have their last shot at this.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't. There's no need. That's rotten.
Especially with a score of 26-0. Get him in there.
Absolutely. It's not right. Yes, sir.
Larry Bulka still hung around.
Larry Bulk is
Got
so
the
Larry.
best seat in the house.
Yeah, so Larry was a classmate of mine at Hendricken in 85.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. You were a classmate of Larry?
Yeah. He lives down south, so they
How come
age
he looks
slow,
better than you do?
Because they age slower back there down
Okay.
in south.
Wow.
I'm a teacher. I was in education. This is I'm lucky. You lucky I don't look like John.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
you were such an insignificant part
No, you're right. Insignificant part.
of
You're
the
right.
Balkus legacy. Because this kid could play
No,
everything.
So
everything, and did it well.
So when Larry came over to Hendricken, his reputation preceded him because he was that Coventry guy that everyone knew, baseball, football, what else? Javelin
Basketball.
thrower. Great javelin thrower.
Great basketball player for St. John and Paul in Coventry.
That's where my kids went.
1 minute left in the half. That's what I'm trying to
Okay,
tell
so
you.
we'll pause.
We're going to pause.
All right. Enough Larry Balkus talk. Frank Brown is here as well. Wants to say hi. Back with more from Warwick Coventry with the Wizards lead, 26-0.
New from your local Newport Creamery, it's the new 2 for $25 menu. Choose any of 4 tasty appetizers and pair it up with any 2 of the 5 entree items on the 2 for $25 menu. If you're still hungry, you can get 2 classic sundaes for an additional $10. Cure that hunger without breaking the bank. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time only. The new 2 for $25 menu from your friends at your local Newport Creamery on Tioga Avenue in Coventry or any Newport Creamery location.
From Chief to Counselor, Frank Brown joins us. Chief, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, John and John.
Thank you.
Good to be here. Nice day.
Are you enjoying the transition?
Yeah, I am.
Good.
Feels like a little load's been taken off me, but I still listen every day to the guys out there and pray for their safety every day.
What are you doing for the holiday?
We have family coming to the house this afternoon, and we'll dig into the bird and all the fixings that go with it.
Is it all Denise presentation, or is it everybody bring a little something?
No, my wife does it all, thank God. I'm going to deep fry a turkey, though, so when I get home after the game today.
Make sure you do it safely,
If you
Chief.
need a guy, Jay knows a guy.
Frank, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, and you guys have a great Thanksgiving and everybody out there. Thank you.
You too, my
You
friend.
will. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Chief Frank Brown here on I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM, where we are coming back in just a moment.
New from your local Newport Creamery, it's the new 2 for $25 menu. Choose any of 4 tasty appetizers and pair it up with any 2 of the 5 entree items on the 2 for $25 menu. If you're still hungry, you can get 2 classic sundaes for an additional $10. Cure that hunger without breaking the bank. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time only. The new 2 for $25 menu from your friends at your local Newport Creamery on Tioga Avenue in Coventry or any Newport Creamery location.
Hey, it's Johnny Mac, General Manager here at Sandy Motors, family owned since 1988. Come see why Sandy Motors makes car buying wicked easy. Check out our large inventory and get approved to drive home today. Start your deal now at sandymotors.com.
Just a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Here we go. We're back for the second half of football. How's that?
Good
Is that
job,
good lead-in?
Michael.
Thank you.
Larry asked the question, was the last time Coventry won this thing? They won 5 years in a row, COVID year not included, right up until 2023. And then in 24, West Warwick came back and won 33-6 last year's game. And now here we are with 26-0. So the rivalry is what, 45 for West Warwick, 14 for Coventry, and 2 ties?
You
Something
guys
like
know that. You're the keeper of the records.
Something like
You
that.
guys can't get past 1983 for some reason, though.
Yeah,
It's like a roadblock.
Stumbling block about 83. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know. You know
West-
they have a parade, 1980. They have a parade, when the 3 ends up in a decade, 83, 93, 2003, because the year that they beat Hendricken in the championship. Yeah, 83 they did. Fracassa beat us.
Poor Ed.
Steve Williams right, Steve Williams left. Oh, yeah. So, anyways, it was a great time to be a Wizard.
It was one of the greatest days of my 53, 54, whatever year this is.
It was.
You're old.
No, and they ceremonies, they cook a turkey in the town, and they call it a hawk, and then everyone kind of has a piece of it.
Ben Castaldi is back with Evan Medeiros to accept the kick of Cam Donner. As we return to the third quarter here in Coventry.
Here we go. Come on, kick it to our guy, number 13. Give Evan a shot at doing something special on Thanksgiving.
And away we go. We'll
Well,
see exactly what happens here
yeah.
as the Oakers deploy. 26-0 West Warwick here in the third quarter as we're about to begin the second half. Some people have already headed to the exits. They're getting an early start
Yep.
on their
Can I do that?
Thanksgiving dinner. No, you may not.
No.
We've got a few things to say about you at the close of this one.
We got a few things to say at the close of this game.
Onside kick attempt. Recovered at the 48. First down, West Warwick.
Wizards fall on the ball. They'll put it in play 1st and 10.
So let's reintroduce the Wizards for you. As offensively, it's Nate Carrera at quarterback, and we'll see who he puts in the backfield. Either Nate
46-yard
Petrarca, Nate
line.
Andrechow, Devon Below, Johnny Sacco, one of the 4. Gallo and Price are the wideouts with Cooper, Machino, Allen, Culhane, and Polanco right to left in the offensive line. We'll get to the Coventry D in a moment. Nate Corona packs everybody in. Petrarca will get the ball. Nate will burrow through the line and
Nate Petrarca
come
with
close
the
to
carry.
first down yardage. Might have been
Sizable
9 or
gain.
so.
Yep. Just same play. I mean, this is going to be this is going to be the prescription for the Wizards moving throughout this game. Is going to be just, power football, toss, power, fullback trap, counter. Yeah, I don't see much more. And here's something you don't want to see. You know, number one, our guy from Coventry, Mr. Stenbridge, kind of walking out, shoulders hanging a little lower. You know, hopefully he's okay. Just taking a breather.
Bollier for a first down and a couple more.
Bollier with the carry. Bring up a third down and about 2 to go for a first down.
Yep. That was pretty good. You don't see that get stopped very often. Devont usually can at least lean forward for a couple of yards. Good job by the Okers front.
And a good job by Tavian Culhane, who actually picked up, by Cam Donner, who picked up Tavian Culhane and then tapped him on the helmet.
Yeah.
All is forgiven.
Yeah. And it should be. This is football, and you gotta leave all that other stuff aside.
3rd and 1, Petrarca gets yet another start in the backfield. And he'll get the ball. Petrarca lost the ball, and who's
I
going
don't
to
know. Did he lose it?
Believe so.
It's just
Wizard ball. He's got it.
It's just a funny way of, you know, how he receives the ball. He's so tall, and he receives it so low that it's really kind of interesting, you know.
4th down.
The quarterback, running back exchange.
40 yard.
4th and a yard to go. And we'll see how West wants to play it.
There's so many little things mechanically that you see when you're up here that you might not see down there as far as on the field. Just like the ball handling, you're going to see. And now at this point, you know, this is his. We need a foot. This is my offense to get a foot.
Corona hands to Bollier. He's got more. He shakes off a couple of tackles. He's off to the races. 15,
Gianni.
10, 5, touchdown, Gianni Sacco.
Yep.
Gianni Sacco. Touchdown.
Just football. Just football. Real simple stuff. You know, really tough. The stands are getting a little nasty up here. They forget it's Thanksgiving Day and everyone's here for peace, you know.
Uh-huh.
And it's really tough.
Kind of a low blow, if you come right down to it.
What is?
The fact that everybody works so hard from August until November, and so what if you just can't measure up to the team you're playing?
You just can't. You can't. If you look.
And Andy said it best during the pregame. You put out what you got, and you hope you can stop them.
Right.
He knows how excellent West Warwick is as a team, and what this means. And if you can measure up with them, fine. If you can't, you give them your best, and that's all the Oakers have done today is give them their best.
Yeah. Listen, there's nothing different about this. Was just a fullback dive. Yeah, that's all it was. Like a veer dive. You know, it's an offensive. It's a battle of Jimmys and Joes. It's not X's and O's here. We're not getting out. No one's getting out schemed.
The hold by Corona, the kick by Morgan is up, and that one's no good.
Tries no good. Timeout on the field. The score is
So they head back upfield here at Coventry's Warwick Clark Field. West Warwick ahead 32-0.
Experience matters, and at Williamson Law, that experience comes with a well-deserved reputation of excellence. For legal solutions, whether it's divorce, personal injury, criminal law, or estate protection, Williamson Law provides knowledgeable and effective representation. A history of successful litigation that speaks volumes. Get the representation you need. Williamson Law, 247 Quaker Lane, West Warwick. Call 615-9321.
Can I say this? Can I say this? You can yell at me if I can.
What do you want to say?
Big announcement after the game? Okay.
Whatever. For me, it's about West Warwick and Coventry and continuing the legacy. And
That's exactly what it's going to be.
Yes.
We're not going to give this up. This is great.
No, not at all.
Oh, my God. I've been doing this since 1985.
No, I've been doing this since
Well,
19.
Listen, I can't help that you're old.
Well, they got a different kicker now, number 9. Yeah, 19.
And the ball's returned to the 40-yard line or so by Kingston Zillow, who made that big hit in the first quarter. Okers have it with Tyler Kennedy at center and Strucker and Muller on the guards. Colin Richard, Anthony Daldana, who's going to be a good one, just a freshman at right tackle. Mullen Smith, Nova Cardarelli on the wides for Cam Jones. And we'll see if it's LJ Stebridge or Liam McGurk in the backfield. One or the other.
Well, it looks like Cottarelli is in the backfield.
Made a motion was Donner, and this time Cottarelli gets nothing.
For a loss on the play. Second down.
Mike Gallo was there again and again and again.
So you know, I was going to mention this earlier. If you look at the difference in the lines, like this game is one up front, as always has been. That's football. Like West Warwick has to outweigh Coventry's line by at least 20 to 30 pounds across the front. Obviously, I mean, Coventry's trying to do it with smoke and mirrors and lining up unbalanced.
Nova goes in motion. Jones fakes the handoff. He's under the rush. Puts it up for grabs and nearly picked off.
Third down.
Third down, and now Cam Jones, again, very slow in getting up.
It's brutal. This is, you know, at this point, the offensive line from Coventry can do nothing to stop West Warwick's defensive front. It's just not there. They don't have a lot of time to even get their plays off. It's just mismatch. It always comes down to the boys up front. Right now, the Wizards really are dominating the line of scrimmage, as they have been really all game.
Jones looks, puts up for grabs again. This one is going to be too long and incomplete. It'll be fourth down. So Donald will come back in, and the others will be giving it away to either Becca Staldi or Tyler Scholl.
Yep. And in that deep pass, you could tell by the receivers' reactions. They had no idea where the ball was going. They weren't really there. It's just kind of throw it up and cross your fingers, hope for the best.
Cottarelli comes out to the field and takes his spot. Cole Sanderson jumps off. Donner is ready, gets up. It's short, it's high. This is going to take a Wizard roll and bounce at the 40-yard line. West Warwick's ball when we come back. It's the Wizards 32, the Ogres nothing at I-105.5 at the legendary 1450 AM.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So the Wizards have the ball with a 32-0 lead. And it's first and 10 at the Coventry 40 or thereabouts.
Oh.
And Stebridge strips offside. Encroachment against the Ogres here.
Dead ball, number one on defense, jumped offside. 5 yards, still first down.
First and 5 for West Warwick.
First and 5.
Do they try to get Luke Gallo a touchdown?
I think you get Luke Gallo a touchdown. I think you get Becca Staldi a touchdown.
You're going to have to do it by throwing.
Andrew Charles slides stepping his way forward for 3.
Couple of yards on the play.
And here we go again.
Sometimes, you know. And
Anthony Stroker pinned down one of the Wizards. And now Gilmartin goes over and says, hey.
He'll throw him out.
Yep.
Rusty, at this point, Rusty's. They've all been warned. I think that was maybe Colhane again.
Remember when they
second down
flagged Asan Jones for picking up a West Warwick player a couple of years ago?
Yeah, this is.
I loved Asan Jones.
Yep.
Second down.
He's wrestling somewhere, right?
Yep. Second and 2 to go for the Wizards. There's the pass into the flat, and it is complete and shy of the first down. Maybe gained a couple of yards.
Next little yards. A cell phone has been recovered. It is located at the concession stand.
Okay, I got my Bill
Lyons.
Lyons.
Recovered, and you may get it at the concession stand. Injury
And
on
we've
the
got an
field.
injured Oakland player. So we'll pause. With the score, West Warwick 32, Coventry nothing. We'll be back in just a bit.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of pizza. The Pizza Nomad now offers delicious Detroit-style and New York-style pizza. Detroit-style, thick, crispy, chewy, rectangular crust with cheese to the edges. And the foldable, craveable, thin crust New York-style pizza. Forget about it. Just 2 more ways the Pizza Nomad helps you eat life to the fullest. Check out the full menu of salads, apps, calzones, craft burgers, grinders, and wraps. Wood-fired flats and mouth-watering pizza. Visit or call the Pizza Nomad 291 Providence Street in West Warwick at 821-2106 and 718 Center of New England Boulevard in Coventry at 642-2677.
You're thinking of opening a new personal checking account until you think of all the automatic transactions you'll have to switch over. Well, here's great news. At Washington Trust, when you open any new personal checking account, you can move all your direct deposits and auto pays securely with just a few clicks. Take the fast, easy way to better banking. Switch your personal checking to Washington Trust. Terms and conditions apply. Visit washtrust.com for details. Member FDIC.
We've told you for years that AJ's Restaurant is Kent County's go-to spot for great breakfast, lunch, and takeout too at 828-4160. And now you'll find more parking, mere steps from the back of the building to AJ's front doors. AJ's. Plenty of those world-famous home fries, plenty of parking, and as always, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Now, back to the Boomerangs Roadhouse broadcast booth with John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots.
Cam Donner being helped off the field.
Never good. Never good sign. Looks like an ankle.
Yep.
It looks like an ankle. The chuckling you hear behind me is John.
He puts his microphone all over the place except in front of his mouth.
I'm just a humble guy.
Yeah, I know.
It's not about who's hearing me. No, I don't know.
You are getting paid for it.
Oh,
but-
that's right. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Green. Welcome to. Don't tell my wife that. I tell her as volunteer. I keep the money.
So he keeps the money, but he doesn't show up when we say, hey, we're going out to dinner after a game. Blows us off.
It's late. It's too late, guys. Late.
What's
I'm
too
in bed
late?
What's
by
too
8
late?
o'clock. I'm in bed
On a
by
Friday night?
You guys are both retired people. I'm not
30
retired.
seconds away from his house. He wouldn't show up last week.
Yep.
Imagine how he blew us off.
Yep.
30 seconds
I
from
blame
your
my,
house.
I blame my wife.
Why? She wasn't with you.
I
She was
blame
in
my-
bed. Okay, here we go. Keep going.
How can I sleep without you? What's that song? Yeah. Right?
Cheryl does
How
fun.
can she breathe
Petrarca
without
first down.
Wow.
And more.
Petrarca.
Piling his way forward,
First
taking a
down,
couple of
Wizards.
Oakers with him. It's a first down West Warwick at the 42-yard line of Coventry.
And that's a lean in forward. That's a great job right there. Yeah, Nate always falls forward. You know, that's a great thing. That's a mark of a good running back. He's never going to lose yards.
As the year has gone on, he's gotten more and more of an important role in supplanting and supporting, I should say, Mr. Andrew Chow.
Sure.
Sorry, Mike, you got to stand up here.
No, you got it, buddy.
6:21 left to play. Here's the
Oh,
hands,
now
the
there's a
fumble.
Ball on the ground.
Who's got it? Cole Sanderson says Coventry does.
Well, I don't know.
Joe Gilmartin says West Warwick does.
Yeah, Rusty's holding up the 2, pointing the other direction. Again, remember I mentioned it earlier. How he gets the ball from Nate is odd. It's not a clean, puts it in his belly, you know. And that's kind of a little bit of both. And that's a responsibility of the quarterback to kind of make sure it's in there.
2nd and 10.
So
Either-
something went wrong. That's the first thing maybe that was kind of an error in the Wizards column.
So again, out of the eye they've come as they've come out all year. Scholl nearest to us. Hand off, and a big hole once again, and more yards coming. More points coming. Touchdown, Andrew Chow. Wizards lead, 38-0.
John, why are you so happy? I know you can't. You
No, I'm a Wizard. I'm a Wizard alum.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
know,
good.
you
That's
know?
good. No, I think it's great. I think it's, you know, I'm a Wizard employee.
You know, for all the credit we've given Andrew Chow, we probably have not given enough credit to Delvin Polanco and Tavian Culhane and Isaiah Allen, who opened up the holes for the big guy.
Absolutely. Those are the difference makers, John, is the guys up front because they're not getting out schemed. You're not going to go, wow, what great play calling. You're going to get just what you know, power counter, ISO, fullback trap here or there, toss. Nothing great. It all comes down to a line. You can't do this stuff if you have a line.
Morgan again for the extra point. He's missed 2. This one is on its way, and this one's no good.
No, I don't think that was. I think Morgan's done.
Lil Rhodey Storage at 100 Pulaski Street. Lil Rhodey Storage is a state-of-the-art, climate-controlled self-storage facility with direct entry and easy walk-in access. It is secured, alarmed, and cameraed for all your storage and safety needs. Indoor vehicle storage and warehousing is available too. Finally, a local storage facility close to home. It's Lil Rhodey Storage. For more information, you can call 401-615-5100. Lil Rhodey Storage, 100 Pulaski Street, West Warwick.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurance coverage from home, auto, life, and retirement with just one agency? Graham Insurance can help protect everything that is important to you. Why not simplify your life? Visit Mark Graham at Graham Insurance at 328 Coeasett Avenue in West Warwick, or call them at 828-7946. Nationwide is on your side. Graham Insurance, proudly serving Kent County and beyond since 1970. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
So Nick Andrewchow, well over 100 yards, 91 of them on 2 touchdown runs. He's got 3 touchdowns on the day. And the Wizards again chipped this one out of bounds. It'll be a Coventry ball at the 40.
Yeah, somehow we just can't find the kicker. You know, and really, Zach Morgan did a great job in the beginning of the year. Really, difference maker at some point.
Should it be a running clock?
The fourth quarter.
Start of the fourth quarter.
Start of the fourth quarter.
Okay.
How much time is left, Boots, without having me look through the
5
block
minutes and 15 seconds left in the third.
I'm sorry. It's going to be a slow 5 minutes.
Legal procedure on West Warwick. They kick the ball out of bounds at the 39-yard line. There'll be a 5-yard penalty. The ball will be put in play at the 44.
Thank you, Mr. Gilmartin. Oakers ball at their own 44. Trailing now 38-0. And a pitch, and Connorelli's going to look, and it's going to slow down because we have more flags on the field.
Yeah. A lot of flags. This is good. I'm telling you, I told you it's going to be a long 5 minutes, John.
Penalty on Coventry. The team moved before the ball. 5-yard penalty.
The team moved before the snap. We don't want to single out one person.
No, that's good. Don't do that. It's not nice. So what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal, D?
I'm a stuffing guy.
Stuffing.
I am too.
I do like stuffing. Though the turkeys. If I just had turkey and the stuffing, I'm fine.
In honor of Mike LeBake, I like the cranberry sauce too.
We are our cranberry sauce.
Well, it's good for your with some track. I'm not gonna
Man
say.
in motion, Jones holds, gives interior, and not much doing.
And Jones.
A little pushing now. This is getting a little testy.
Right now, bending the rule and starting to run the clock now would probably be a favor for everybody.
What's Luke Gallo? So we'll see. We'll see if in the fourth quarter Coach Pennington gets some more guys in there. Just so they can have, etch their name to the legacy of our Thanksgiving Day game here. Everyone has a little story to tell.
I've got a story to tell about Cam Jones. I said, Cam, have you ever counted how many steps I take back, how many steps you take back and forth to the huddle all season? He said, it's got to be in the thousands. I said, do you ever forget to play? He kind of looked at me and said, yeah.
Of course.
All right, Cam's going to look back. He's going to throw it. He's going to be incomplete.
That's incomplete. Third down.
He's
looking for a first down, third down.
He is throwing to save his life. He's just letting it go. He's letting it rip. Well, they all do that. The quarterbacks all come to the sidelines. Back 100 million years ago, you had a couple of extra linemen or wideouts, and you'd run the play in with them.
Buck used to do it with offensive guards.
Yeah. We should do it with we did it with wideouts at Salve. We always signal the play in. That's just,
But they do forget that 45-yard jog to the huddle.
So if you're West Warwick, right, we can call their plays right by now. Can't you just signal that in? Power right, power left, sweep. It's really not. It's not a complicated system.
Trips right. Jones looks. Jones is
Flags
going
everywhere.
Taken down, and more flags go down.
What do you think? Face
Holding.
mask? I'm going to say face mask, John. From here, there was no offensive lineman around to hold. They were all watching. We'll see. Luckily, we'll be able to hear it.
He won't let go, will he, Boots?
No, he won't.
Isn't this
I'm going to talk to Jimmy Alves
The
as soon as I
tournament,
see him. I want
isn't-
one of these.
We couldn't have a microphone for the Powder Puff game this week. Honestly, it kept on going out.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
Thank you.
15 yards. Previous foul. That'll be for.
That's why you're the best, Mike Green.
Thank you, everybody. I want to say thank you to my mother, my father.
Is Mom coming over for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, yep,
Candy
she'll come
flying
over.
in the air.
They come over ready to eat. I don't know about everyone at home. When the elderly come, you tell them 2, they're showing up at 2 with the fork and the knife and the plate ready to go. They like, you can come at 2, but you're not eating until the turkey's done.
Jones taken down on first down. Lost maybe 8 or 9. And Luke Gallo was there to make the stop, along with Johnny Sacco.
If you're a defensive guy right now, this is just fun. You know they're going to throw the ball. You're just going off and just getting to the quarterback with bad intentions.
The most excitement on the Coventry sidelines and the stands is when the cheerleaders were just throwing candy into the stands.
I'll tell you what, I'm waiting, but John keeps on jumping in front of me and catching it.
He blocks the window.
Right. I just want one piece. I think it's that hard candy, that grandma candy.
You guys know me better.
I'll tell you, if the girl gets it up here, I'll be psyched because
Yeah, Leo Bush's pitching staff needs to throw this candy up here.
John loves his sweets. We go out to dinner last week after the Friday night that you blew us
Oh,
off.
that cake was awesome.
He had cake.
Flourless chocolate torte at Dan's place. Awesome. I'll give them the free plug. It was
Well, he
tremendous.
pays. He's a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, right.
And he will continue to sponsor as long as you're in the box.
Exactly.
Smith and Mullen, wide left and right.
Oh,
Jones drops the ball, picks it up, lets it up.
Look at this.
For grabs.
You might have
it
something.
It is incomplete.
Incomplete. Third down.
Who was down the coverage? I can't see that far.
Oh, boy. It looks like, Andrew Child's back there. You have Gallo and
Back
Tyler
to
Scholl.
Stoney, I think. It was intended for McGurk.
There was a few people open on that. There were 2 people open on that play. He could have threw the ball. 19 was wide open. McGurk is a little more difficult there for number 80. Just a couple of wizards around him. But number 19 was wide open.
So it's 3rd and long. Now Smith comes wide left, isolated with Castaldi. Ball is on the other side. Cottarelli goes in motion. Jones 1 step back, 3 feet forward. He's got some room to get back to the original line of
Oh, he got a little extra.
He'll push himself another 4 yards.
Jones
It'll be
with the
first
keeper.
down. You got 2 piles, one on Jones and one further downfield.
And this flags
And more
again.
flags going down.
That's the second one on him. 16. That should be the second one on. If that's on 16, he's gone. That's his second.
Are you talking, was it 16?
Yes. Yeah, I couldn't tell. I just never. And Jones is just done. Hey, poor guy, man.
That'd
He's
be
on
the
the ground.
second on Avery Thomas.
And 1. If 1's looking like he's pleading his case, I don't know.
Well, we'll await it. But Flags went down everywhere.
What quarter is it?
Still the third.
Still the third quarter. How much time left, Boots?
Minute 20? Minute 53, sorry.
And then unless Coventry scores, we're going running time.
So when I get home, gotta get the oil hot, get the turkey ready, drop it in there, and then it's Mikey shuts down.
40 minutes of frying a turkey.
45.
Is that how much it
45.
takes?
Yeah, 45. Yeah.
Doesn't that burn the skin beyond recognition?
No, it's so good. It's so bad.
That's
It's
why
so
you have
good.
to. That's why you have to keep that temperature to perfect.
Like 350. You got to keep it right at a certain temperature.
Yeah.
It's got to be dry. You can't be wet. You know, you can't drop it in. You got to lower it in. You know, some people just do some crazy stuff.
We'll be back with more turkey talk after this 30-second break with the Wizards leading 38-0.
When your business banks with Washington Trust, you have access to convenient digital tools and branches statewide. Best of all, there's always a person to answer your questions. So you get decisions fast because they're made locally. Washington Trust understands Rhode Island businesses. After all, we're one too. Open any business checking account and get a $250 bonus. Washington Trust. What we value is you. Terms and conditions apply. Visit washtrust.com for information. Member FDIC.
Three unsportsmanlike conduct calls. 2 against the Yokers, 1 against the Wizards. But the big news, Cam Jones came off with an arm injury, and he is seated to be looked at by the trainers over here on the near sideline. It's an awful way for that young man.
Unsportsmanlike offset. The third one on number 9 will be a fest against Coventry. Still third down.
You didn't throw anyone out? Huh.
Boy, Cole Sanderson looked at Farts and said, "What are you doing? What are you thinking about?" Cole is still very much into this game.
Well, John, I got to say, you know, one thing about, we've seen this when we've done the Coventry games, even though they've been on the other side of winning, they've toughed it out all season. Last year, we wouldn't probably have the same result or the effort from the Coventry Yokers. They packed it in early.
So this is the backup quarterback. This is the freshman that they've been talking about. And he will try to pass on his first attempt. He'll throw on the run. It is complete on the far sideline for a first down. How about that?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, but you're going to hear it. Because people, that's down. The crowd has been calling for this, so certain people in the crowd are calling for this young man.
So the ball at the 32-yard line.
Yeah. Hey, they could score down here. Never in the history of football has an announcer came out of the press booth to knock a pass down. Hey, where'd John go? Hey, why is he running across? Tackle made it to 1.
Be like that Liberty Mutual commercial. I'm running across the field.
I won't be chasing an emu. So on first down, the snap, the look, and the rollout, the scramble, and
Wants to tackle after a couple of yards.
maybe a 2-yard gain.
Yeah.
Second down.
We're winding down the third period with 5 seconds left in the period.
Third quarter.
And that should do
It
it.
says period on there, you know.
This shouldn't.
It
That's
says
because
period.
all the other sports at this quarter.
That'll do it for period number 3. We limp to the final 12 here at Warwick Field in Coventry. The score, the West Warwick Wizards 38, the Coventry Yokers nothing.
Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food. Whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch, Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 828-2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
Unbelievable. Thank God basketball season starts in a week.
No, you just sit there, right?
You just sit there.
Can't move.
No.
That's.
Once I get John in his chair, I tell him, don't move. You stay right there, sir. Call the game.
But how do you do that when you get the cement wall?
Yeah, it is tough. It's cement. It's tough.
And
to see.
here, you can't see the corners. And right now, I'll just tell you, right now my vantage point is the 10-yard line to my right and the 10-yard line to my left. So when the ball gets inside touchdown territory,
There's a differential of 35 points or more in the fourth quarter. The clock will run. Please stop the game clock.
this is music to your ears, Johnny Boots.
Oh, you're tearing up. I actually see tears. Your eyes are wet and what? I just know after this game I got to work when I get home.
In motion, the blitz and the takedown of Warts.
Warts sacked on the play. Set up a third down.
So it's third and low. Third and 14, 15. Come on, Earl, plant it. 16, 17.
At this point, you want to see a lot of clean jerseys, right? Get those kids out there. Right? So we do see some clean jerseys here, especially with the West Wizards side.
Yeah.
Nate Petrarca's in at the end there.
In for Avery Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Third and long. And Warts marking signals with Cam Jones still on the bench. He accepts, he looks, he throws, it's incomplete. Intended on the near sideline.
Yeah. Now
for
it's-
Smith.
Oh, these
and
guys.
here we go again, and now we've got an altercation.
So they're in there for the first play, and now they literally out for the first play. They stop fighting.
This is not good.
Nope. Yeah, they're going to end the game.
They could very well be ending the game.
They could end the game.
This happened about 10 years ago when it got ugly.
Athletes off the field.
You don't play a game. You finally get in, you get in a fight.
I believe the game has been called.
Yes, it's got to be called. That's it. They don't know how to.
Rusty Gilbert is calling the game.
There you go.
They have completed the football game.
Yeah, that's an embarrassment on both teams.
It ended in the ugliest of ways.
Yeah, and it was the right way to end it.
But it was indeed the right way to
Right
end
way
it.
to end it. Guys can't keep their stuff together.
The Wizards will head to their sideline. The Ogres will mill around their sideline as West Warwick wins this rivalry game 38-0. We'll be back with more from Warwick Clark Field in a moment at I-105.5 and the legendary 1450 AM.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of the financial strength and the trust we bring to our customers, to our communities, and to businesses across the state of Rhode Island. It's banking, strong and trusted. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Visit the West Warwick Civic Center for great family entertainment and special events, from public skating to sporting events and trade shows, and there's much, much more all year around. Visit us frequently on Facebook or on the town's website at westwarwickri.org. And for more information about facility rentals, call 822-9200. See you soon at the West Warwick Civic Center. We've told you for years that AJ's Restaurant is Kent County's go-to spot for great breakfast, lunch, and takeout too at 828-4160. And now you'll find more parking, mere steps from the back of the building to AJ's front doors. AJ's. Plenty of those world-famous home fries, plenty of parking, and as always, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick. Since 1974, Bill's Place has been synonymous with good times and great food. Whether it's a family celebration, a post-game meal, or a simple visit for lunch, Bill's Place has served thousands with great pizza and grinders, sandwiches, and specials for nearly 50 years. If you haven't visited Bill's Place in a while, you're quite overdue for the great, consistent taste that's been part of Kent County for so long. Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in West Warwick. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday. For takeout, call 828-2300. Check out the menu at billsplaceri.com.
Now, the Bills Place postgame show on I-105.5 and 1450 AM. Bills Place, 707 Main Street, West Warwick. Now, back to John Parenti, Mike Green, and Johnny Boots.
End of the game after Joe Martin had called the game. Cam Donner and Mike Smith and the Oakers put their helmets down, walked onto the field, and shook the hand of Luke Gallo. I would much more remember that happening than the altercation that took place, which caused the cancellation of the rest of this game.
Sure. I mean, like we've said before, a lot of these guys played together in the West Warwick Steelers organization. They've known each other. They've come up with each other. I'd say they're friends at some point, at some level. It's tough because the actions of a few impact so many other kids, and you don't want to see that, you know. So guys like Luke Gallo, who have committed their high school career to West Warwick, and the boys from the Coventry guys, same thing. So the actions of kids who, are selfish and they want to fight and swing on each other really affect everyone. And I'm glad those young men had a chance to say congratulations to one another.
Yeah, just shake hands.
As they close the door on their high school career. That's the other thing. This is it for some of these guys, and there's no more game, and that's how you want to end it the right way. Didn't quite end, the way it ended. It was unfortunate.
As he just takes our camera down.
So, anyways, yeah, John, we don't want to see that, obviously, but Gilmartin did the right thing. The officials did the right thing.
Yeah.
Running clock or not, it needed to happen because it was ugly. It's Thanksgiving. It's a black eye on football on both programs. If it was left to get worse. So here's one as everyone puts things away. I wake up this morning. For those people at home,
thank God.
I wake up early because I hear something rattling. Now I thought maybe someone was being nice and figured, let me go and start the day early. I'll get Dad a cup of coffee or something, right? No, everyone's sleeping. I walk downstairs and I sit down ready to start my morning, and I see a bat in the house. A bat. So I don't know how it got in the house. This is the second time in over 20 years we've lived there that bat got in the house. First time didn't end well for the bat or any curtain rods or anything else. It was very bad. So this time I took a bowl, some paper plates, and just captured it against the wall, slid the paper plate up, and walked out in the garage, opened the garage, and set him free.
Be free.
Be free.
Yeah.
So, but this happened before anyone got up. So my wife knows now. I told her.
I'm going to call you Batman.
I am Batman.
Hey, Batman.
I am Batman.
Oh, man.
But I learned my lesson. Because Peter was very mad the first time. I laid the bat. I killed this bat. I didn't know anything about what to do. I laid it on the snow, like the bat signal. I stretched it out. The DEM guy goes, "Why'd you do that?"
Because it was fun.
I thought, I don't know. It was rabid, and an animal ate it. I'm like, I wasn't thinking that much, man. I'm sorry.
I'm an educator.
I'm from Providence.
You're gonna do
I'm
this,
from Providence.
You're going to do this recap of 38 points?
Yeah, I'm sure. Andrew Chow, a 49-yard run. With 1:56 left to play in the first quarter, made it 6-0. Morgan missed the extra point. Then in the second quarter, after just 3 minutes had passed, on 4th and 8, a 32-yard touchdown pass from Corona to Andrew Chow opened it up, made it 12-0. Then Mike Gallo's interception helped out, leading to a Nate Petrarca 6-yard run, which made it 20-0. Then with 3 minutes left, DeMont Volier went 72 yards, just carrying his body into the end zone to make it 26-0. Johnny Sacco, a 41-yard touchdown on 4th and inches. The kick failed to make it 32-0 in the third quarter. And the final carry was by Andrew Chow, a 42-yard run. The kick failed, 38-0 your final. 100-some-odd yards for Andrew Chow in his final game of the season. He is my choice for the Washington Trust Offensive Player of the Game. I think I know who Mike is going to pick for the Washington Trust Defensive Player of the Game.
You would think, but I'm going to throw something at you.
Go ahead.
Johnny Sacco.
Okay.
And Luke Gallo is very deservingly.
And so is Mike Gallo.
his
Not his
cousin,
brother.
not his brother.
Not his brother.
But
no relation.
I get a feeling we'll be calling Mike Gallo's name for years to come. So Luke Gallo, Gianni Sacco for me, is the defensive player of the year. Had some really good open field tackles, and was really in the mix there, trying to, stopping Coventry's run, which they did very well tonight.
Where's real quick before we wrap it up? West Warwick future next year. What are you thinking?
So there's a realignment year. So what they'll do is they'll use the algorithm, and it's this multi-metric algorithm. Print out the top teams. They'll rank the teams, and if Real decides to go 14 teams, right now it's 10. And basically, it's 1 through 39. And when so if they want to go 14, they'll draw a line at 14. 1 to 14 is Division 1, and then whatever, 15 to 30 is Division 2, and so forth. So it all depends on when they do the final rankings where West Warwick ends up. Part of the metric is their wins, their playoff appearances, how they did in playoff appearances, enrollment, even though that's a very small piece of it. You never know. It depends on what Real wants to do. And the Coaches Association. It's not just Real. Obviously, there's so much input from the athletic directors and each football committee, the football committee, which I serve on that committee as well. So we'll see. We'll see where the Wizards end. And that's a lot of changes with this new realignment.
Is it only football, Mike?
No, I think this year was a 2-year realignment for everybody, so they're going to do that. I know the game cap has been affected from 12 games to 10, and it was basically across the board 2 games from every sport, and it was really kind of in line with other states. Some teams like Wesley played the full 12, but a majority of teams played 10 to 11. Honestly, when you go back and look at their records. We're still pushing flag football.
And still pushing the
8 on 8.
8 on 8.
Well, that's a conversation for that meeting, that we have in December. It's a conversation for those small schools. Like, we talk about Hope not really fielding a team for Thanksgiving. One of those issues. The small teams like Exeter West Greenwich, where they have to
Tiverton.
co-op, Tiverton. So there's opportunities there to maybe keep football alive in those smaller communities.
Make a division of the 8 on 8s.
That maybe. Yeah. We just got to. And again, it comes down to a poll. So it'll go off to, athletic directors. Can they support 8 on 8 as opposed to maybe having to cancel your season in mid-season?
Sure.
So it's all for the right reasons.
Okay, senior man, take us home.
All right, gang. Well, I really don't know what to say.
I know you know. That's why I let you take over, because I'm not doing
because
it.
I have nothing to say. 53 years is a long, long time, you know it? But I can still remember sitting on that Octaviano's fruit and produce truck that was granted to the use of WSVP way back then. And what turned out to be 53 years of a love affair with the West Warwick Coventry game. And my stomach is turned because I didn't want to see it end this way. You didn't want to see the ugly rise the way it did here at the end of this one. I don't want to say that it ruins the effect, but I was confident. I mentioned this after talking to the captains. I was so confident, none of them were involved, that the class that they showed during the interview was going to empty out onto the field as well. And it didn't happen until the very end when Luke Gallo and Mike Smith shook hands and Cam Donner was there and blah, 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 blah. We could talk about that ad nauseum. But over the course of those 53 years, which is a half century, I mean, think about that. A half of a freaking century, I've been able to enjoy this and captivate audiences, hopefully, with the play-by-play of the West Warwick Coventry game. I am so thankful for the opportunity that I got to do that time and time and time again. And to have, first of all, you two with me. Mike, I mean, you know how I feel about you. Boots and I both feel about it. We can't do this without you simply because your expertise, your analyses, the way you conduct yourself on air is impeccable. We thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful you guys gave me something to do on
On Friday nights.
Friday nights, that'd be.
We're going to drag you into basketball
That's
season
all
now,
right.
too.
We are.
There you go. Certainly, my wife doesn't want to see me, so I'm good.
I got to look at the field before I cry for this one.
I know.
Yeah.
Bootsy, my brother. Talk about not being able to do it. With all this stuff you've learned over the last 45 years, the technology changes that are so prevalent among us, not only on this dais and this application, but everything you've learned just simply amazes me. If I had it my way, I'd do it with a telephone line. And,
That's how we started
the
in
old
1985.
dialogue, right.
That's
It's
how
ridiculous how in 40 years things have changed to this technological development, which will enhance this broadcast opportunity for the three of us in the years to come. For those of you who have heard a rumor that this could be my last game on radio, it could not. I mean, maybe it will be. Maybe our new owner, Mike Schmidt, or Rick Schmidt. Sorry, I was thinking Phillies baseball.
I thought so.
And Ben Barber, who runs 321 Media, can get together and we can do, some simulcasting and stuff. But that all remains to be seen. That's out of our hands. It's in theirs. But I really hope that this tradition that is so ingrained in West Warwick and Coventry is able to continue. And again, with or without me, I really, it's about the kids. It's not about John Parenti. It's not about. Well, it is about Johnny Boots because it's always about Johnny Boots. But, I'm superfluous when it comes to this kind of thing. I'm not worried about it at all. This is going to continue. A lot of stuff is going to continue. Like I said, with or without me doing play-by-play or doing news or whatever else needs to be done. Somebody else will take over the mantle and probably do a better job. But 53 years is a long, long time, and I truly, truly love these communities, the people around them, the Buck Masnickies, the Steve Alcigers, the Bob Peltiers, the Anthony Alejandros, the Stanley Dunbars, the Gary Goodharts. Andy Gervasini and I became huge friends over the course of 10 interviews. Think about that. 10 phone conversations on a Wednesday night with the coach of Coventry. We are huge friends. We laugh a lot. We chat a lot. Wes Pennington I've known since he was playing football for Cranston High School East. And now all of a sudden he comes up and coaches the West Warwick Wizards. That's what kind of a legacy that it's brought me to this point. I've met dozens of players from both towns, both of whom, or all of whom, have made some kind of an impact on me, and I couldn't be richer for it. I want to thank both communities. I want to thank the two of you. And most of all, I want to thank the sponsors, the people like Wayne Miller and Bill Murphy and Tim Williamson, Mark Graham, people who have played in athletic uniforms for both West Warwick and Coventry and have given so much of their business to us over the course of 53 years, where we always had people who continue to pay the bills so that we can get Mike Reed paid and Johnny Boots paid. But it's amazing. This doesn't happen everywhere. You have to understand, this doesn't happen everywhere. And it only happens in the state of Rhode Island in a couple of places. And I think we might be the only ones doing a game because there's just that effort that's got to be made that isn't really an effort here, where you ask local people, hey, you want to throw a couple of shekels to broadcast the high school football games this year? Sure, John, will do it. That means so much, not only to the bottom line, to the ownership of the stations, but to the communities as well, because somewhere in some kitchens, there have been radios that have been turned on since the very beginning of the pregame show back at around 8:30 this morning. I appreciate them listening. I appreciate the sponsorships we've got throughout the years, and I'm so thankful that I grew up in West Warwick, and Coventry, the area, in the Patuxent Village, the Patuxent Valley, and have been able to carry this out for a half a century. It's amazing, and the only other person who can lay that claim to fame is the guy who made me the man I am, Ambrose Roland Smith. And I want to give Amby a shout-out for being my mentor and the guy that would slap me in the face when I needed it, the guy that would slap me on the wrist when I had the wrong things going on. Ambrose, I love you. You're the best. God rest. I'll join you someday. But for 53 years, this has been an absolutely amazing experience. And I hope to do it again next year and the year afterwards.
I'm sure you will.
How's that?
Couldn't have said it any better.
And I held it back.
You did well. You did
well done.
Well done. Close it out, my friend.
From Wally Clark Field in Coventry, for Johnny Boots, for Mike Green, John Parenti saying so long. Your final score once again here today, The West Warwick Wizards 38. The Coventry Ogres nothing.